All right. Good morning, everybody. Sorry, I got a chat going on right now too. If you can hear him and if I sound okay, the fan is on. Hit that number 1, please. Again, if you can sound me and the mic sounds good, hit that number 1, please. Kevin, Mitt, Jocko, Trucking, Gregory, Sean. All right, sounds good. Jimmy, perfect. All right, well, very quickly for those of you that ooh, is this running hot? I don't think. All right, I'll keep an eye on it. But for those of you that watched in the archive, first off, thank you very much. But also to be very transparent and upfront, this is completely viewer supported. So if you want to have something to continue to watch in the archive, then you got to help support it by saving yourself some money. So using code CLAY will apply whatever promotion any of these prop firms are running, whatever the discounts or deals are. Again, code CLAY, which is case sensitive, all caps, will give you that deal. So you're quite literally saving yourself money while at the same time helping to support a stream that you enjoy. So just friendly reminder, do that. I recommend, I love Take Profit Trader, but if you're using any of these prop firms, like I said, code CLAY is how you can help support it. And for those of you that are here live right now, you guys, gals, furries are quite literally the reason why it is ad-free and why I continue to show up. So for everybody that has used it and continues to use it, thank you very much. All right. Well, officially, everybody, good morning. It is Monday, August 3rd. The year is 2026. And we are, I don't know where July went, but July is officially gone. And we are off to, I don't think, yeah, we've had some movement, but I wouldn't say today has been as crazy, and maybe you disagree, as last week. Again, still good quality movement, but last week, yeah, I mean, we had some very, very savage movements. But overall, today, I think it hasn't been too wild. But again, that's maybe you're like, what are you talking about, Clay? This is the wildest day, the worst day ever. And I understand that's a matter of strategy and kind of how you're looking at the market. But how are all your days going so far? Green, red, terrible, best day ever, worst day ever, balloon account, passing account, qualified for a payout. I am currently, sorry, I was talking to in a chat box with something right when this was all getting started, so I'm a little thrown off here. Oh, bummer, Mark. Green, slow start, 13. Nice job, Jimmy. Mitt, nice job. Good job, Gregory. I like to see that word small in front of red. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. We are once again in the cycle of, I mean, just the pattern of all patterns. Big threats. Last minute. Nope. We're now working on a potential deal. I think Iran's already come out and said, what are you talking about? We're not talking. So the Groundhog, if you've never seen the movie Groundhog Day, we are living in a modern day Groundhog situation right now with these patterns. Same thing over and over. So as of now, to be fair, it seems as though the market does believe that there is actually maybe some sort of deal. I realize Iran is publicly saying there's nothing, but big money suggests that there might be something going on. Just looking at oil down quite a bit. So now again, that's my speculation, but I just adopt the premise that big money has inside sources and has good quality information, and that's why they are big money. So with oil being down, yeah, maybe Iran's doing a little bit fibbing when they're like, no, we're not talking at all. Let's see, I'm long red. Red tried playing a few hammers. I would say today was quite. Yeah, like I said, there's, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's always, some rough movements, but this was, like I said, so this makes perfect sense to me. Strong move down on the open, got a hammer, and then it went up. Now, had this hammered formed, it went up a little bit and then dumped. That seems like what would have happened last week. Like last week, you would have gotten a hammer, drawn people in long, and then just cooked them. But this situation here, I mean, that makes good sense. Now, I don't know about necessarily going that far up, but I mean, upwards movement after a hammer, after a big beatdown, candlestick-wise, I mean, that makes sense. You had a pullback, this pullback. Now, last week it seems like this original pullback would have just dumped and kept going down. Um, so overall, nothing too crazy. Nice, Zokru. I'm glad to hear that. So funny story. I guess the life of new construction. Just, I mean, if you're in construction, if you're like a general contractor, bless your heart. If this is this type of stuff you have to put up with on a daily basis, I think you have a more stressful job than a day trader could have. But so, anyways, make my trade, blah blah blah. Just kind of hanging around. My son wakes up, and um, so I thankfully I was like I better go check on him because I don't know if my other ones are watching because my wife's she's actually over at the property right now making sure a final electrical thing is in place before because drywall starts today. Anyways, so I'd ordered a dumpster, blah blah blah, and I go down and the hydraulic sound of big trucks. I'm like no wait no I better check. Sure enough, I look out the window and there is the big 20-yard dumpster on the truck tilted up. So I run out there. All I got is my borderline underwear, but it wasn't. I had some basketball shorts on, and that's it, right? So I ran out there, just my basketball shorts. I'm like, no. So I go, I'm like, no, this is the wrong address. This is the billing address, but the project address is not here. And it was a she, and she's like, oh, all right, yeah, that. I was a little confused because to the right of our garage is kind of like a hill. So she had a bit. She's like, okay, because I was very confused. Like, you know what? I must have just this morning glanced and saw the wrong address. So I was like, yeah, sorry about that. This is the billing address, not the actual address. So that could have been a massive. So I'm glad. I was like, well, at least we caught you before he dropped it. So we kind of got a little chuckle. But yeah, so Monday morning started off great. But it's just like little things like that. You gotta. So I can only imagine a general contractor has probably who knows how many of those situations where it's nothing like drastic, but it's still like if I hadn't caught that, then I would have walked out eventually, and then I have a dumpster in the wrong location. So now I got a call, and now they would have to come back and get it, and it's just oh my yeah. So any general contractors here, bless your hearts, bless your hearts. I can understand why you upcharge everything, 15 to 20% or whatever it is. No 11 a.m. talk. Very pretty modest, pretty mild this morning. Contracting is a logistical nightmare. Yeah, like I said, this is just one thing. The guy I'm working with, Sam, he handles the vast majority, but he was like, hey, because we're kind of like got a little partnership, and he's like, hey, can you just handle the dumpster for drywall? Yeah, sure, no problem. Good grief, I had like one job, and the one job almost had a bunch of headaches. Wow. All right. Well, yeah, I was thinking about a pullback here. Now that I reflect on it, thinking about it was a pretty broad sense. I was never really even that close to. You had one. Yeah, I mean, I had one job, but I made it very clear when I talked. I knew I had a suspicion because even when I was talking with the lady, oh, our computer just locked up. So she was writing everything down. I'm like, okay, this is always a disaster when things are not getting logged into their normal system, things being written down. So I don't know. There's always in the back of my. Well, I mean, really, anytime you have two addresses, that obviously creates an extra variable in the equation. So, but it added a little spice level, and I'm like, oh great, not even adding to the computer system. But, anyways, why is your MNQ and my MNQ different? Minus Probably because there's a delay, Wolfie. What you see right now, from your vantage point, happened probably 3 to 5 seconds ago. So that's why our charts do not look the exact same. Because live streams are not technically live. There is a slight delay. A lot of areas probably doesn't, like if this was a cooking live stream, does it actually matter that I'm a little bit ahead of you? Probably not if we were, cooking up, who knows what. But yeah, it does, which is why if people are trying to like just blindly follow me, there's a reason why I preach independent thinking. Yeah, it's pre-recorded. Yes, exactly. I knew what the market was going to do. Yeah. Well, right now we are to go long here seems like a total chase. To short here seems like I'm just stepping in front of a slow, painful grind. So we got to just wait, or at least I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Maybe you see something else. Hey, Raspberry. Yes, thank you. And yeah, if you've been here before, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that helps. May not seem like a lot, but how do girls have such good handwriting? It's crazy. So I got my Americano, my local support the small business. But I mean, look at this. Look at that handwriting. CLA. I mean, unbelievable. I don't know how girls do it. If it were me, it would look like Egyptian hieroglyphics, Probably most guys. Yeah, maybe journaling. Yeah, that actually seems kind of plausible. Journaling, I could see that. Like my daughter, she's got a bunch of pen pals, like old school pen pals, like write a letter, send us, and with a stamp. So yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. That is a good guess. Well, I got the answer in roughly 3 seconds, Clay. So the charts should be somewhere. Okay, yeah. Then I don't know. I don't know why they're different. Baboons can write. Well, yeah. I mean, we probably should define. Yes, they can write. Write well. Those are two different topics. My handwriting has gotten very bad lately. I don't know. Maybe you got to start journaling or get a pen pal or something. Neil, I bet Neil will be your pen pal. Hey, Renee, good morning. Amaria say, I remember some guys in school had chicken scratch Ryan. Yeah, I don't know. It makes me question you. If you're a dude and you have really good handwriting, it makes me question. I have questions. I don't even hold a pencil right. I still remember that. They were always like, I don't know, first through, okay. Probably like first through third, first through fourth. Clay, that's not how you hold a pencil. I think you're supposed to hold it like this, I think, but I hold it like this. Like it rests on this finger here. It's like, yeah, you can't, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The things we talk about when we're waiting for some sort of, again, to even go long here, we are still so far up above the 21 EMA. So even, yes, it's pulled back, yeah, consolidating, but still a little scary for me. Shorting, yeah, so we're just shooting the breeze. Is it Jeopardy? You have to fill in the letters. That's Wheel of Fortune. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Wheel of Fortune. What matters is that, yes, exactly. 5,000 tick chart indicating a possible pullback here. Roger that. Appreciate the context, Mark. It's almost like Mark has traded for a while and understands the importance of providing context. Hey, good morning, JJ. But yeah, I'm just gonna I don't necessarily need it to come all the way down to the 21 EMA, but man, it's still pretty far up above it. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, unless you're a chump. Yeah, I think my handwriting is um what word am I looking for? It's readable, but there's another word for readable. Eligible? No, eligible is like I'm eligible for the draft. Legible. I think that's what I'm looking for. My handwriting is legible. Um, but yeah, it is not pretty. Legible, yes, thank you. I want to go in heavy on the retest. So what's heavy, Matt? How do you define going in heavy? Like, we talking 15 NQ or what are we talking about here, brother? Nothing like looking. I just got something from my account and talk. Just whatever whatever. It doesn't matter. My point is of the tax payment that's coming out. Just looking at Social Security, and then the amount. Well, probably never see that money. kind of a depressing number at age. I think if you are probably 45 or younger, maybe even 50 or younger, my opinion, if in any way, shape, or form you're planning on having Social Security in retirement, I think you're setting yourself up for disappointment. So yeah, I mean, my whole financial model is I have zero. Yes, to see that number being put into Social Security, it's like, well, that's gone. I ain't ever seen that. So let me put it this way: if I actually get a Social Security check in retirement, I'm gonna be it'll be just icing on the cake because I am not planning for that at all. So I mean, that is just kind of that's my just general opinion advice is like I don't know, 50 years or younger, just plan on not getting Social Security, and if it actually shows up, that'll just be like truly gravy on the cake. That's why I don't pay my taxes. Great. Now I got to pay taxes for James as he's in jail. Now my taxes are going to go for one extra person in jail for his toilet paper. That's fantastic. Do you have an Yeah, Bentley right here. Let me send you that video real quick. This one right here. Bentley. There you go. Gates T's gonna. Hey, good morning, Bella. Yeah. Well, I don't. It was never intended to be a Ponzi. Well, kind of. What makes it really sketchy is if, like, because politicians are now reaching into it and using it for things that it was never designed to be used for. So it is kind of a Ponzi scheme, but I'm not quite sure if that's the structure that is ruining it. It's more so it's just been used for other things that it was never intended for. Thank you, Bella. Hey, lay back, Larry. Yeah, like exactly. It's basically used as like a slush fund, which was never its intent. But yeah, I mean, the quickest way to figure out an honest politician is be like, what's your game plan for Social Security? And they're like, oh, we don't need to change anything. They're a dishonest politician. An honest one is like, we need to raise their ages, right? People are living longer now. But you do that, then that's a losing platform. Like, you're done. Because obviously the other side is going to be like, they want to take your social. I mean, so here's shocking news to everybody. Shocking news to everybody. And I don't know, maybe I'm a conspiracy theorist. Honesty in politics, especially honesty when it comes to entitlement programs, is like a nail in your own coffin. Not Not favorable to tell people. Isn't it weird when you tell people what they need to hear or the truth? A lot of people don't like it, like in the trading world. Sorry, you don't just go to Walmart and buy a strategy, you know? You actually have to work hard, blood, sweat, and tears. Oh boy. People do not like to hear that in trading. People do not like to hear the truth in any way. They already raised the age. Well, they need to raise it some more. I'll be on a beach in Mexico by the time. I don't know how I feel about that though. Like, so you're gonna leave you're gonna leave the rest. You're gonna leave myself and others on the hook, Matty Matt. You know what I mean? That's a tough one. Like I understand. I understand. Well, I'm not gonna give my money to somebody that wastes money. Okay, yeah, but like that just means the rest of us are gonna have to get more of our money taken now. Like I don't know. It's a weird one. It's like because when you say the IRS, technically it's us, the taxpayers, right? So like jokes on us. You're just screwing us, your fellow American citizens, out while you're on a beach. You know what I mean? It's eh. Like I hear you. I hear what you're saying. I do. But the government, you know, which here, okay, here's a pet peeve. I think we can all find common ground on this pet peeve. It's like, especially Trump does it all the time. He does it more so than others. But like, I've decided that we're gonna go help. You know, I'm gonna help out. You know, state XYZ with relief funds, or I'm gonna do this or this. It's like, stop saying I. Like, you're not cutting the check. Like, say the USA taxpayers are gonna, you know, provide relief funds to XYZ zone that has had a hurricane, or just don't make it sound like it's you personally doing it. It's not. Well, it is a little bit, assuming the president pays taxes, but like, you know what I mean? The cartel doesn't target civilians. Okay, I'm not sure what that has to do with anything, Matty Matt. Or then your plan is to screw over your fellow citizens. I'm not sure what the cartels or police have to do with my point, where it's I hear what you're saying, but you're also kind of like bragging about how you're going to stick it to all your fellow citizens. I ain't paying taxes, and by the time they figure it out, I'm out of here. Enjoy the extra bill that I've left all my fellow citizens with, you know? All right, I am interested in a pullback down around here. We're starting to get a pullback. Let's see if we can get a deeper pullback. Yeah, Jocko, this is good. Now we're getting somewhere with this price action, especially when you have almost like a double whammy right there. Hey, Nero, good morning. Or not even come close. This seems like a continuation of Friday. Friday afternoon, I remember I was being patient. I was waiting for pullbacks. I was waiting for entries, and then things just they weren't quite going off. Hey, Brad. Top tick that. Nice job, Grant. Hey, Sky Mountain, agreed. Hit that like button if you have not yet. All right, well, I haven't even made a trade yet. Isn't that wild? What was it? I think Friday. I started off with I got a trade like within the first 3 minutes. I want to say a couple trades within the first 10. Now we're at 25 minutes and haven't even really been close to a trade. Well, I mean, yeah. I found it this way. It's amazing how lucky traders with an edge, traders with a strategy that they can follow the rules of and comprehend. It's weird how lucky, like their luck just seems to come off a little more often than the person that's just randomly pressing buttons. Yeah, no, exactly. That's always my thing. I'm all for. I'm on board cutting property taxes. I just want to know, okay, well, where's this money going to come from? Now, if you're going to cut spending also, okay, that makes sense to me. Again, Matt, that's all fine. I'll concede all that. But at the end of the day, the system is the system, right? So I am paying for military services for protection. I am paying for those highways. What you're just like kind of like bragging about in a sense is, hey, I'm getting those same exact services that you're paying for, but I'm not going to pay for them. Joke's on you. I'm out of here before, you know what I mean? Like I can concede all that is true, but at the end of the day, that's just the system. I'm not happy about it, but let me put it this way. This is why at the end of the day, I would just be for like a consumption tax. Like you keep now accountants and stuff like that are not going to be happy about it, but you keep everything. Your paycheck, if you make 10,000 in a month, your paycheck shows up as 10,000. But then I don't know, there's what like 15, 20% sales tax nationally. And that way you can't hide from anything. If you want to save up money, hey, you can save up money max potential. And then when you decide to buy something, there you go. The government will get its money to pay. Let's all go on a tax strike then. Okay, Maddie, but like this is what I ask everybody. That's like want to cut property taxes. It's like, okay, well, in your world, Maddie, how do you like? Do we all hire private security? Do we all hire like how do roads and military work? Again, honest question, Matt. I always enjoy this conversation with people that are like purely anti-tax. It's like, okay, I'll indulge the conversation. What is your solution to national defense and roads? Like I said, I am all for conversations to make things better. Okay, maybe you're delayed. I get it, Manny Matt. You're like anti-tax. No problem. No problem. I really don't prefer taxes either. But like, I am also trying to live like, and this is the engineer in me. I'm like, okay, it's been beating my mind. Try to find the most efficient way possible. So where do the roads and the national defense come from if there's just if everybody goes on tax strike? Nobody pays taxes anymore. Money printing and government. Okay, again, I asked you the fact that you think that is a tax strike uh, is not a tax strike, though, right? That's just inflation. Well, you're saying money printing. Well, that's still a tax. That's just the tax known as inflation. So all they're going to do is have to print more money if nobody paid taxes, which means inflation is still higher. So yeah, that's kind of like. So in other words, just print more money and having. So I guess your answer is increase the inflation rate. So instead of inflation being at whatever it is, 3-4%, let's just make inflation rate at 8%. Nobody pays taxes, but inflation rate is at 8%. That seems to be your argument. So in other words, yeah, I get all this anti-tax stuff, but like, what exactly is the solution? There is no solution. Like, you're going to pay taxes one way or the other because that's what national defense and roads. You know what I mean? I agree with the consumption tax. To me, that makes sense. You simplify everything. People can save up as efficiently as they want, and then you just pay up when you want to go. So yeah, things will cost more, but hey, at least you're only getting taxed when you're deciding to buy something. Might try a long here for some momentum. I am long. I am indeed long right now, Jeff. Yeah, it never quite hit there anyways. See if it wants to come back up. Yeah, it did. It bounced just above it, so I don't think I'd ever gotten filled anyways. Hey, good morning, Marview. I really like the 5-minute. I really like this situation, so I'm thinking if I want to add, if it comes back up, I am going to add. Add some more at that green line. Maybe even add some more down here. Look for another hammer to form. Is this thing really going to... Had a nice hammer here, another hammer. I suppose anything's possible. But all right, so... Good job, Rodrigo. Congrats. All right, I'll still add up here too. So I can get filled there. We'll be looking at yet another really nice candle. All right, I'll cancel this one out here for now. Come on. Again, looking to add some more at the green line. 5 minutes looking. I mean, look at this setup right now. In an uptrend, pullback, bull flag. Let's go. Oh my goodness, looks so pretty. Okay, took those out. Still have 5. Oh, I don't like how it's putzing around. Is this thing about to flush right back down? The way it came up there and snapped up and then didn't get any follow. I gave it some more time. You might have to go back and watch it, but it filled and then all of a sudden like it snapped. But how it's behaving right now, that's weird. Still may go, so I'm not saying that I don't think you're wrong to necessarily still be holding. I'm just saying for me, those sorts of movements always weird me out. Once you go green, I think it's pushing at least 40 points. Yeah, I right now, I don't know. This seems like a total 50-50. Again, if you were to see it snapped up and the fact that it still hasn't really done anything, it's like, yeah, see, here we go. Not saying this can't recover back up, but I feel just fine. Even if this thing ultimately like goes big green, I feel just fine about it because yeah, this is that was such a good setup. And it still may turn out, but this is not nearly as smooth as what I thought that setup should produce. Hey, thank you, Crypto. Maybe yeah, you might have just Darcy affected it. To be fair, you said you think. So you didn't even make a Darcy statement. So I take that back. Yeah, wow. Wow. It's just the way it's putzing around here. I did not have that in the cards. Because, I mean, when it was looking like this right here, oh, that is like truly, I mean, that is just an absolute, for me at least, that's a beautiful setup, beautiful situation. And then this candle here, it just kind of, an indecision candle, as I call it. It's like it can't quite make up its mind. So we'll see if it wants to get more follow through. But that's true, Wes. Wes is our resident math genius. Very disappointing. Well, if it pulls back here, I'm still probably be interested in maybe playing something down around this area. Hmm. Well, we are definitely in a little bit of a different landscape compared to last week. Every day last week, especially at this time, this y-axis here was like this same distance from this number up to this number was like a difference of 50. Right now, if you look at these numbers, it's a difference of 20. So definitely less volatile today. Still movement out there, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I mean it's only 11:19 a.m. Eastern, so it's like, man, this already? Well, we might be in for a slower afternoon here. I guess we'll see. Hey CDP, how'd your day go? Or how's your day going so far? Like I said, even if you decided to stay and after I got out there, that was just my personal kind of. But it's not like it did anything wrong per se. So yeah, if you're still for you independent thinkers that decided to hold long, I don't know, maybe you get like this slow and steady burn upwards here. We'll see. I don't see any indicators. This feels unknown territory. Yeah, we are. I mean, we're definitely up above all the different moving averages and stuff like that. That's for sure. You got to give it a good 6 to 12 candles if it doesn't hit stop. Well, how many on what time frame though? That is a very wide range. Because 6 to 12 candles on a 30-minute time frame is a very, very, very much longer time than 6 to 12 candles on a 1 minute time frame, for example. I really think today's run is pure manipulation. I mean, yeah, I guess we can call it whatever you want. We had this last week. A guy by the name of Bowser. He called price movement manipulation because when we asked him, well, what direction is the manipulation? He's like, well, I don't know. I have to watch the chart to see the direction. It's like, okay, well, you're doing the same thing that we're doing. We're watching the chart to figure out what we think the price action is due. He was watching the chart to see what direction he thought the manipulation would go. So, I mean, yeah, we can call it. I'm still going to just call it price action, but if you want to call it manipulation, I guess that's fine. Because what you call it is irrelevant. Now, if you can tell me, Clay, there's going to be manipulation and I know what direction the manipulation is going to be, now we're cooking. But I'm not aware of anybody that knows what direction the manipulation is going to be. Well, it seems like a lot of the manipulation people are still watching the chart for confirmation. So it's like, okay, well, you're just like the rest of us that our only difference is we call it price action, you call it manipulation. Hey, Thomas. Try chop for a bit, decide to break up or none. Yeah, we'll see. Cell phone. I'm back from my. Oh yeah. Wait, school already started for you, Hoover? School started? That or is this like a practice run? Oh, okay. 2 minute candles. Gotcha. So crew. Yeah, exactly. Six to 12 weekly candles, a bit longer time compared to 6 to 12 2 minute candles. Your kids go back tomorrow? What? Where do you live? So like my sister out in Arizona, they do school kind of like deep into the summer because out in Phoenix area it's like so hot anyways that we might as well just have the kids in school anyways because it's going to be too hot. Because they're going to be inside at home anyway. So why don't we just put them inside? No, I love Hoover. Dude is straight up the example of what we preach around here. Multiple streams of income. Guy picked up a bus route for school before, morning, afternoon. Just another stream of income. That's what it's all about. That's pure inspiration right there. That's how you go out there and hustle and grind. Hey, Revan. Hey, it's been a while since I've seen the name. Good to see you. Vega. Man, I always remember growing up starting that last week of August which never totally made a lot of sense because I remember you'd start school and then like immediately you'd get a day off because of Labor Day. So it's like why don't people just start after Labor Day? But yeah, but now it's like on the other direction. Seems like people are starting so soon. All right, maybe a pullback or maybe an entry here down around this area. Throw out an entry or area to get long there. Actually, let's come down here. So looking to get long here. It is. It's dumb proof, and I get. Yeah, no, Hoover. That's such a good. Like I'm gonna use your situation over and over. It's such a good example of how I don't want excuses. Like there are income streams out there to be created, and you literally found one of a school bus driver. How many hours is it in the morning? Just a couple, and then a couple hours in the afternoon. I hope that's not what the math leads to, Wes. I hope it's not a slow burn up. Oh crap! I gotta get. What is going on right now? I'm short or long? I'm short too. How did I get short too? All right, I gotta just get out of this thing. What time? No, all right. Did I? Okay, so I must have gotten a partial. I didn't even see how I got filled. Okay, I must have gotten a partial, and then when I got out with 5, okay, so I must have had a partial of 3. I got 3 long, and then when I sold to take profit, I actually went short 5, which is how I ended up 2 short. Well, I think, I came out ahead. I'm not sure if that, on the short I made or lost money, but I left a lot on the table because it got like way up here for a second. Dang. Okay. Okay. Isn't it who's on first? Yeah, who's on first? What's on second? I don't know who's on third. I was at 248. Okay, nice. Yeah, I always it had to have snapped down there. I don't remember it even being that close to getting filled. When I checked, I saw I got a text, and it seemed like it was plenty safe to check the text real quick because it wasn't even close to getting filled. That skit is classic. Oh, it's like a must see. Must see. It's pure brilliance. Is it reward? It wasn't close. Okay, all right. So this is an interesting area over here on the 5 minute. We have the 21 EMA working its way up. It's almost at the same level of the overnight high. We have those lows right there. So kind of like one of these double whammy areas. So keep an eye on that. Again, ooh, all right, all right. Ooh, is this a Dark Soul? 688. What's this? What's a, ooh, all right. So I'm going to go right here. So on the 2 minute, we get the nice little bonus of the 50 SMA right there. So a lot of points here kind of converging across several different time frames. Interesting that volatility didn't even flinch. Oil started to move though. Oh, you're right. Oil is going up. So yeah, it's almost like there's some sort of moderate news out there. Nothing earth-shattering. But it seems like there's something out there that's causing oil to move up and then the markets to move down right now. So that makes me think something Iran related out there. Again, I'm not saying like any sort of massive news, but was there? There was a Trump tweet through Trump, Iranian leadership is unbelievable. 2 plus. Okay, okay. Yeah, that actually makes sense. Like it was a Trump tweet, but is he actually saying anything there? Not really. So that makes sense on why there'd be some movement here, but nothing like totally spastastic. There we go. The chart. The chart lets us know right away. Who's signing up for Trump? I mean, talk about just I like not even hiding it. Like the whole idea of, the narrative of the rich just get richer. And then he's like, yeah, so if you want my tweets earlier, which could potentially give you an edge, just pay my company $100,000 per month. Like, talk about giving the side that loves to use the narrative, the rich just get richer, like giving them like just free reign. Like here's just, I mean, you just run. It's just like, what are we doing? Like, what is going on? But yeah, I know all of you because all of you are ballers. I know you are all signing up for that service. It's only $100,000 per month. So yeah, I mean, we know Barbara's doing it, Bowser's doing it, Richard's doing it. Leon is gifting everybody in the chat. Attaboy, Leon. I still don't think it does anything. Because again, it goes back to my point. Even if you know what the news is before everybody else, even if you know what the tweet is, do you actually know? Like, to me, it's self-defeating, though. Because if you spend that money, like, you are the big money. You are the ones that, can move the market. So now you have all these people that can move the market, getting the information at the same exact time. So isn't it right back to where it always is? Like, what is the ultimate market as a whole going to think about the tweet? So I don't quite see how it's actually accomplishing anything though. Whereas the rest of us, we're going to still see it on the chart. We're going to be like, okay, we probably got a tweet coming in 10 minutes. But again, for us, do we actually care per se about what the tweet is? No, as traders, we just care what does the market think about this tweet, which is what the chart gives us. So other people are going to pay $100,000. I'm just going to be a cheapskate and I'm just going to watch the chart. No, sure. The curiosity will always be there. I wonder what the tweet actually is. But from a practicality standpoint, who cares? It's going to show up on the chart because big money is going to get it ahead of everybody else. Big money is going to start to make their decisions, and then the chart's just going to move like it does anyways. So, yeah. I'm not quite sure what it's actually doing. Because sure, Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, Citigroup, all the big banks, all the big hedge funds, they're all going to get the tweet at the same time. And then they're going to all make their independent decisions. Okay, what do we think about this tweet? And then it's just going all the big money will go at it, all the big decisions, and then we're going to just sit back and see which way the price ultimately wins out. If enough of those people think it's bullish, well, prices will go up. If enough of that group of big money thinks it's bearish, well, then price will go down and we'll be sitting here trying to trade it. I always say just start with the 50K and then go from there. You may end up loving the 25K. You may end up loving the 75K. You may love the 150K. But I think a good spot to start, I always tell people, is just the 50K. But yeah, don't get too overwhelmed at it. Go with 50K and then see what you think. And by the way, I'm talking about with Take Profit Trader. So Take Profit Trader, 50K. Good place to start. And then code Clay, all caps, if you want to, like I said, get the 40% off and then zero activation fee. And then just help support the stream. Kind of moves toward the laws of diminishing return end of the spectrum. Yeah, it's really not accomplishing anything at the end of the day. But it's still funny that he's just flat out saying, like, here, if you are super rich, here's an edge. You can buy an edge. Which I'm still not saying it'd be okay, but I mean, at least like have it go to like the U.S. government. So like, big money is like choosing. It's like taxing the rich, but like a voluntary one. Like, but like when it's going to your own private company, so that it's just like it's such like it's a PR nightmare. What is going on? You know. Hey, what's up, Dean? How did you go about prop firm affiliation I built? You just have to apply. You'd have to apply to their affiliate program and see if they accept you or not. Thank you, Foy. I think he is rage bait. But that's the thing. It's like, it's just, he's like helping. Like, it's such just, I don't know. It's just like, oh my, who is running PR? Heard some important hedging firm shook many people out of positions in Korea. Have you guys seen the Korean market or the South Korean market? It is nuts. Yeah, you're welcome, Justin. Like, if you would have just looked at the chart, you would have thought, oh, that's like a penny stock or a meme coin. Or, I mean, that's just, that's just something not actually that serious, right? It's like one of these GME where people are trying to do four shorts. And then you're like, wait, that's an entire country's market? It's wild. You can, Cam, yeah, but that's a train wreck waiting to happen. Because I understand you're telling yourself right now that you're always going to use a tight stop loss. The time is where the problem is when you have those bad days, and then you don't use a tight, or it starts off a tight stop loss, and then you either cancel it, and then before you know it, a lot of your money potentially disappears. So in many ways, prop firms protect you against yourself. Because I understand. Well, I'm just going to honor my rules. Okay, yeah, well, yeah. We all tell ourselves we're just going to honor our rules. In fact, that's what a bad day is. A bad day is where you don't honor your rules. And I've never met a trader that does not have a bad day. There are two types of traders, those that have bad days and liars. Those are the two categories. Trump trade got you out of your trade. That was giant. Oh, yeah, that one right there stopped you out. In South Korea, it is 80% controlled by. Yeah, and isn't it also Deadeye Dave? Isn't it? like a huge chunk of it. A couple of like semiconductor stocks. Okay, don't want to blow up my account. Yeah, Cam. That's the problem. Is with prop firms. Not only that, as if you take payouts, every payout is now protected profit because you get it out of the way of harm. But like with your own funds, usually people are trying to grow their account, meaning they keep their profits in, meaning they don't take any payouts, meaning one bad day like undoes all the progress that was made. So sure, in a prop firm, you may lose the account, but at least along the way, if you've been taking payouts, then you never lost any of that money. But I mean, I can speak to that as somebody that for the vast majority, and many of you probably can, we're like you're using your own funds, and the goal is to grow your account. So you're growing your account. You're not taking anything out, aka you're leaving it in harm's way, and then harm shows up, and it's like, well, I'm literally back to square one. Whereas at least with a prop firm, yeah, you're back to square one in the sense of maybe you have to, go through the test phase again or whatever. But numerically, you're not back to square one because of those payouts. You at least never lost those, so they're sitting safely in your account. Yeah, exactly, Jamie. That is a very hard rule. Keeping my stop, exactly. Very easy to say. I'll keep my stop if I use my own funds, and I can even concede. Yeah, it'll be easier to move your stop if it's just a prop firm because it's only $100. However, that doesn't mean that it can't happen with your own money, and that's where things can get rough in a hurry. You never go back to square one with your funds. Yeah, that's probably true, Rodrigo. Okay, yeah, Samsung. I was gonna say Sony, but that's right. Yeah. Anyways, if you have not seen it, if you have not, I don't even know the ticker symbol. I've just seen some like I guess they're memes, but they're not memes because it's actually serious. But if you have not seen any images of the South Korean stock market recently, you should. It's wild. I don't know if I trust this move back up here. I guess this could kind of help gauge if there's some genuine strength behind it or not. Let's see how it reacts with that trend line right there. Barely stopped me, then went to target. Ugh. So Raspberry, the market's trying to tilt you today. You have been selected. All right, let's go after Raspberry. Let's see if we can get him to tilt. What do you think of Kashi's 15-minute crypto market? I don't really have yeah, I don't. That it sounds like just a total gamble. I don't know what a 15-minute crypto market is, but that sounds like you're just putting something on black and then you're just seeing what happens. Maybe there's an edge that can be gained, but at first look, I'm not quite sure there's an edge that can be gained. Therefore, it's just completely gambling and not my cup of tea. The ETF is EWY. All right, let's just check out EWY real quick. Look at that, right off that yellow line. Power of just trend lines. EWY. So it's okay. So this isn't. Would the 30-minute maybe help out a little bit more? No. Yeah, I mean you can see this is pretty crazy movement here for an entire market. But yeah, the ones I was seeing was just a lot crazier than that. Well, yeah, there are a lot of gaps in any stock market because stock markets close, right, and then when it opens back up, so that's not too shocking. I mean, pretty much every day, and no matter what stock market, is a gap in one direction. Now, how big that gap is going to be dependent, but yeah, very, 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 very rarely does any stock market close here on one day and then the next day open up at that spot. Usually there's some sort of fluctuation, so there's usually a gap. KOSPI. Okay. Yeah, I really don't trust this, so I'm not going to be buying any breakouts here. Maybe that'll be a very stupid statement on my part, but hey, that's the power of hindsight. So yes, my ego would love to see this get smacked down here. That way I can look smart, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, last week, the week is young, the day is young, but last Monday was not this. Again, still money to be made. I'll still take a 20. I'm glad the difference between these numbers is 20. If this becomes 10, that's where things really slow down. Hey, good morning, Sam. Been dabbling in Globex. Some people love it, Mountain Homer. There are some people that they think, and to be fair to them, maybe it is. But I mean, you talk to some people and they say the Asian session is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Again, for them, I get it. For their strategy, that may be true. But yeah, sounds like for you, you would not agree with them for your strategy. We are just putzing. Asia is easier than New York Open. Yeah, that would depend. I'm sure some people would fully agree with you. Others would be like, nah, I don't think so. All right, I'm going to try a short here. I think it might just get rejected here off of the trend line. I did not watch markets at all last night, so I don't even know how it opened up on Sunday at 6 p.m. If you're new here or just new to futures, futures open up for the week on Sunday at 6 p.m. What is my strategy? The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. I like some candlesticks, like some trend lines, some volume, moving averages. But yeah, I don't have any cool sounding terminology or fancy terms or fancy abbreviations. At the end of the day, I just got to try to keep it simple for myself because I'm pretty stupid. So I like the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Okay, if this red line turns blue, I'm in. Okay, I'm going to come up here now. And let's see if it wants to reject off of the trend. Well, at this point, not really a rejection, but more so a fake breakout. Because it has broken up through the trend line, but let's see if this is just a fake breakout. No, I don't have a lot of indicators. That's kind of my thing. Like I said, on my screen, I would say it's pretty clean. Not a lot going on. See, I'm the opposite of too much. I'm the opposite of too many. Well, I guess to be fair, maybe you would say I have too many. Maybe in your opinion, anything other than candlesticks is too many. Which, okay, I'm in. Come on down now. Looking good. Looking good. Come on down some more. Come on. No, you got more in you than that, don't you? Ooh. All right. I'll just hop out there. What correlation market do you use with the NQ? I don't use, again, the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. I'm not using correlation markets. Again, I am stupid. I need to keep it simple. Me looking at 18 other monitors with 47 different correlation markets. My baboon brain cannot. It cannot do such a task. I think today I just need to start to, even if I'm doing a scalpy scalp, I just need to be more patient. Just needing more and more. I'm so used to last week where like it's like things should be happening very, very quickly because last week, I mean, movements were all over the place. But as of now, and again, I would say this probably started Friday afternoon. Just be a little bit more patient. Let things marinate a little bit while longer, even if for a scalpy scalp. What is the main drivers of the NQ? I don't know. I don't care. Why don't I care? Because I'm just using the chart. I'm just watching price action. I don't use fundamentals. Like, I would understand your point. If I use fundamentals, then I would want to know, well, what's driving NQ so I can go follow like those companies, for example. But like, I don't use fundamentals. I'm just trading the chart. I'm lazy. That's what I like about charts. They're for lazy people. Hey, what's up, Timbo? Exactly. Buyers and sellers. Yeah. Who makes up the NQ chart? Buyers and sellers. And at the end of the day, for traders, we're just trying to make money from the decisions of these buyers and sellers. What's the drawdown, Zooks? I'm sorry. What was your profit target? And okay, the target you have to make becomes the drawdown, becomes the buffer. That's just the rule of thumb with Take Profit Trader. Whatever your target was to pass, that target then becomes the buffer. That's right. 2 plus 2 equals buyers and sellers. London close in 10 minutes. What's the logic behind that? So here's the thing. In my mind, wouldn't there be less action because now there's less buyers because now London is closed? But I could be wrong. I'm just thinking out loud with you, trucking for dividend. Or are you just saying right at the close there might be some spikes because it's the close for the market? Oh, okay. So that's what you meant. Gotcha. Like in 10 minutes at that exact moment is what you're saying. There might be some spiciness. Gotcha. I know, Marius. So yeah, I'm still very comfortable with how I played it. To be fair, has this really done anything wrong per se? No, not really. But it certainly has not been a fake breakout like I was looking for, where it broke out and then not necessarily I was looking for a crash, but we're still putzing around right in that same area. Oh, I'm sorry. Zooks, I told you wrong. I told you wrong. I apologize. It is not the profit target. I'm sorry, buddy. It is the drawdown. The drawdown becomes the buffer on your pro account. So what you just said there is wrong. So you followed what I told you originally, but I just told you wrong, which is why you now gave me a wrong answer. The drawdown, so whatever your drawdown on the test phase is, then becomes your buffer. So it's better on the 50K, right? Because you got to use 3K to pass, but you have a drawdown of 2. But then on the pro, your buffer all of a sudden only becomes 2. So it's like, okay, well, if I can make 3, then surely I can make 2. And then that just gets better and better, right? On the 150K, you're not the 9K is your target, and then you have 4,500 with drawdown. But then in the pro account, you can say, "Dang, I just got done making 9K," but in this situation, only got to make 4,500. Yeah, sorry about that. I totally gave you the wrong thing. Oh, SpaceX has their first earnings, huh? I mean, is there anybody left in SpaceX? I would assume all the retail has probably already been cooked. NQ 1 minute just had a fake breakout to the downside. Yeah, just very, very choppy right now. Nice job, Zooks. Congrats. You probably got some flip days, though, ahead of you, don't you? I kind of sort of want to try a long, but I mean, it is just chopping around this area here that has been quite a bit of a problem point. Maybe it pushes up through there, but I need to be careful. Today is the last flip day. Nice. Well, it's pushed up through there. Okay. Whoa! Hey, shut. Okay. Little spiky spike there. Well, if anybody played that breakout, congrats. You're probably changing your underwear right now in a good way. The shorts probably changing their underwear in a bad way right there. Because there's nothing a stop's going to do for you. I mean, a stop will still get you out, but like slippage-wise, yeah, that'll get you. Clay, just in case, SPY is at all-time highs right now. Could be dangerous in what sense? Yeah, I'm not really. I know some people out there like anything that's at all-time highs that sends them into like I don't want to say panic mode, but like they put a lot of weight on the fact that we're at all-time highs. I'm not one of those people. Maybe I should be, but I'm not. Price is being discovered. Well, I mean, the price is always kind of being discovered. Like right now, the price is trying to discover itself. Oh, there you go. It just discovered itself. It finally found more buyers and sellers. Okay, now the price is trying to discover itself upwards. Like that's literally what an auction is. An auction is trying to discover the price at an exact moment in time for something. It just happens that this auction has about 1 trillion points of discovery every single day. Probably more, I don't know, maybe more than that. SPY over 760, blue sky territory. Am I missing something? Am I in the wrong contract for gold, by the way? Does anybody know? So I'm at GCV6. Is this really what the gold chart looks like? This looks terrible. It looks like a penny stock chart or something. Am I in the wrong one? Hey, Johnny, Cam. Wrong. Okay, what is it now? MGC. Oh, it's a Z contract? GCG. Ah, there we go. That looks better. Okay, that looks better. So GC, I thought I just changed gold like last week or something. All right. There we go. All right. Gold looks way better now. Yeah, exactly. And the price is always unsure about its feelings, trying to discover itself. Yeah, even gold volume as a whole does seem. Who was it last week? Was it Jocko? I don't know. Somebody was saying the same thing though. Like, yeah, gold is definitely lower than normal right now. What was it you last week, Jocko, that said gold was really rough volume, but was still way higher than the single stock? So, anybody have the volume stats on single stock futures today? I think last week Intel was like the most popular one, and it still had like 300 contracts traded. Did you catch the entire move up? I don't think I've been trading. This is my 20-year anniversary of being in the markets. I don't think I've ever captured an entire move. So no, I did not capture the entire move. No. Maybe someday. Maybe someday I will literally buy the perfect low and sell the perfect high. But yeah, that is eluded me. All right, nice little back test here of this former breakout point and the 21 EMA. I caught the entire move on Bitcoin. Yeah, Cam is that Hiroko Saki guy. He invented it, so he is. Trust me, use relation market, then you will catch it. Okay, well, I mean, I'm taking entire move. I'm taking the word entire at face value. So like entire move is like a perfect trade, buying the low and selling the top. I'm not sure that you're making it sound like that can be done in a like a very very easy way. So I don't know. Maybe we're having a little bit of a language breakdown here, but again, the word entire means like a flawless trade. Like if I eat the entire pizza, that doesn't mean that I leave a piece behind or a crumb behind. Supply and demand power, right? Yeah, I think we have a language breakdown here. True, I did not enter a. Yeah, I think that's what I'm cooking. I think Cam is the Hiroko Saki guy who invented Bitcoin. Apple futures traded 290 contract. Apple needs time. I wish I invented Bitcoin. I don't know, wouldn't that be kind of a hassle though? I think it would just be better. I wish I had bought Bitcoin at like $10 a coin. Today PLTR earnings. After hours, the PLTR earnings are. Ooh. That's interesting. Okay, I mean, no, sir. I am attributing this to a lack of understanding language, but yeah, that movement in the English language is just that's the craziest thing I've ever read. Because if that statement, again, taken at face value in the English language, if that is true, then you are the richest person in the world. Like, and Elon Musk is not anywhere close to you. But yeah, I mean, in hindsight, man, I missed this or I missed that. Yeah. Bitcoin investors probably long gone. Yeah, probably. Oh yeah, Cam, exactly. Like, let's be real. You buy something at a penny and you have the chance to sell it at 50 cents a dollar. Like, who holds through all that? You're right. All right. Yeah, exactly. Goes to $10. Oh, like what? I don't even. What is the percentage on that? Like even a penny up to a dollar, and then yeah, a penny up to $10. Really, you're gonna hold through that? No, sir. Now I'm very. Oh, okay. No, I don't trade the YM. But Nasir, I out of curiosity, what's your first like? What country do you live in, Nasir? It's not about the money. It's about the emotional support. Oh boy. Oh boy. Amarius is going to need a hug here in a second. Who's on Amarius hug duty? Canada. What's your first language? English is not your first language. Are you French Canadian? Maybe you're French Canadian. Well, I don't know, Dean. There's no way that English cannot be his first language. That's what I'm getting at. Because the statements he has made which I mean are just is utter craziness. What does my language have to do with anything here? Well, because you've made crazy claims. You have you have claimed to be the greatest trader in the history of mankind, which would also imply that you are the richest person. So that's why that language has a lot to do. I'm trying to be charitable to you because if you're saying English is your first language, we have a couple scenarios. Either you don't understand English and you think it's your first language, or you're just lying to us. Or you are the greatest trader in the history of trading and you are the richest person by far on the planet, per what you've said. Exhibit A, for anybody that's missing context here. Again, understanding the English language. If you learn supply demand, you'll catch the whole move. The whole, not some of it, not majority of it, the whole move, not once in a lifetime, not once a quarter, not once a week, every day. Okay? So those are our three things. Either you think you understand the English language and you don't, you're just flat out lying, or you are the greatest trader in the history of mankind and you are by far the richest person in the world. Those are our three possibilities here. And that's not even strong enough. You catch a whole move every day. Every day you catch the whole move. This is hilarious. All I trade is supply and demand, and I catch those big moves. Well, then, again, fine. Then I guess I am honored to have the richest person in the history of humanity here. But that does not help but catch the whole move. Again, that's still not strong, but the whole move every day. Again, those are the three possibilities. This person does not understand the English language, is lying, or is the greatest trader in history and is the richest person by far. Those are the three possibilities here. Because if you can do what that statement says, that face value of the English language, you are, I mean, you're like, I don't even know what to say. Like, you make Elon Musk look like a peasant. So I am honored. We should be honored. We have the richest person in the history of trading here with us. So if this pulls back, I will take a swing at it now. I'm the richest hindsight trader. Yeah, me too. But I can never withdraw any money. Every time I try to request a payout from my hindsight trading accounts, it always gets rejected. It's weird. It's weird too. I've never met anybody that's been able to withdraw money from their hindsight trading accounts. It's weird. Maybe. Yeah, maybe Gregory. Somewhere down around here. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Michael. That's the other thing. Whole move, like relative to what? Because the markets are still active. Like he can't move. He can't mean the whole move in like the entirety of the market because the market's not done today. So like even that, yeah, I didn't even go down that rabbit hole. But yes, his statement there is still there's lots of problems because he did not define what time frame he captured the whole move on. Because yes, historically he has not captured the whole move because I mean the market is as far as we're aware going to be around tomorrow. So if the market goes higher, well then hopefully he's still in because if he's not, he has not captured the whole move, right? So yes, that is an accurate observation too. Well, lay back, Larry. Logically speaking, the only conclusion here is that you are a terrible trader compared to him because he catches the whole move every day. So you never catch it. So I mean, I guess you're just you're just not good. I guess I don't know. Like I just give up. I don't know. I don't know what he would tell you. Yeah, it's amazing. You are, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Do better. Exactly. Do better. I don't know what to tell you, layback Larry. On good days, I catch a whole 1 minute candle. Well, again, Benjamin, you have issues because he does it every day, every day. So yeah, I guess same thing to you, Benjamin. Do better. Yeah, exactly. 2 plus 2 equals do better. That might be the theme of today. Do better. I catch the whole move for half a second. Yeah. Yeah. Again, all I can say is do better. I mean, to be fair, all of us have to do better by definition because we I don't know if he's still here anymore, but we were graced with the greatest trader in the history of mankind. My Clay is very entertaining. Well, sometimes the stuff just writes itself. Like I just take people at face value, you know. This could go down as like I said, one of the craziest claims. Again, I'm trying to be charitable, guy. I'm just assuming English is not its first language because this is a crazy statement. This is a in the English language. The logical implication of where that leads you to is by far the richest person in the history of mankind, and it's not even close. So yes, I'm glad you think I'm entertaining, but I'm still waiting for someone to show up. Clay, that was an AI bot. That was all scripted for entertainment purposes. I actually wouldn't blame you because that this material right now is pretty. For the record, I am in the category of he doesn't quite understand the English language. That is my guess. But he is no longer here or no longer interacting anymore. So no, I do not think he's. I don't think he's trolling. I don't think he's lying or anything or anything like that. I just think he's not. He doesn't fully grasp the English language. That is where I'm at. I mean, again, maybe he owns Goldman Sachs. At that level, he would like. What couldn't he buy? He could buy all the investment banks, no problem. No, yeah, CDP. I don't think about stuff like that. Guess we're going to 29K soon. I don't know. No need to talk. You let your Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I mean, like I said, if you're catching the whole move, I love how some of you are like, I've never caught the. I'm like that. To me, that's not the crazy part. Like I can believe, honestly, I can believe, um, to catch the whole move. Like there's nothing necessarily like you'd probably always remember that trade. I've never done it. Sure, I've been maybe close before, but have I ever captured the entire move? I haven't. But if you were to tell me that you've had a couple of those trades over your career, I wouldn't push back. But when the dude throws out the word every day, it's like, okay, what are we doing here, folks? What are we doing? Do better. Do better. I need to do better. Okay, I guess to be fair, if I argue against myself, maybe this is his first day of trading. So technically speaking, he has caught the entire move every day because he's only at one day. I guess maybe that is a possibility. To try to be charitable here, maybe this is his first day trading. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. We all capture this. We all capture the entire move on Saturday. Exactly. For those of you that are maybe new to futures and don't get the reference, Saturdays is the one day where the futures market is closed. Yeah, that's true. Maybe he's talking about the whole move in hindsight. That's a possibility too. I guess we'll never know. He has decided to go sail away on one of his many private yachts. I'm pretty good at get at the most move when it goes against me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, exactly. On my tilt days, I'm pretty good at getting like the whole move. Like when I want a or when I want a green candle, I'm pretty good at getting that whole red candle on the tilt days. Yeah, isn't that what's weird, Cam? We are 400 points from the open, but does it actually feel that way? No, it feels like. Okay, here we go. Here's what I was talking about earlier. Remember when the distance between these numbers was a 20? Now we're back. Now we're at a 10. So yeah, things are slowing down. Yeah. I don't know. We might need another dozen Trump tweets. And I'm going to get rid of those. Since 11 a.m., we are 20 points up. Okay, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. I could probably go to 8 contracts now. Maybe I will. Famous last words. We're slowing down. Let me go up to 8 contracts, and then whoosh. I can teach you. I think we first need to start with English. Again, no, sir, I'm not saying this backwards, but like English is not your first language, huh? Like, can we at least establish that? Hey, Clay, yeah, you're right. English, like you speak solid English. I'm just saying. I am interested in you teaching me, but I want to make sure like from a mentor-mentee relationship, I kind of want to see are our languages aligning. There's a good example of the English language. Are languages aligning. So like English is not your first language. But yeah, I am definitely interested because I would like to capture the entire move every day. That'd be amazing. I could feed my kids. It'd be great. I just needed a little bit more. I need a little bit more clarity here on your understanding of the English language, though. Clay, are you paying in dollars or euros? I mean, I don't think it really matters. Like, if I'm going to be able to capture the entire move every day, I'm just trying to. Yeah, I am super interested. He offered to teach me. I just want to make sure, like, I'm understanding what I'm signing up for. And now we're just grinding. I don't even. Do we have? I'm trying to figure out. Do we have a rising wedge somewhere? You can kind of get those on days like today, and I don't see one really. Hmm. Um. I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, this is just back into this area where do I want to go long here? Not really. That seems like a chase. Do I want to go short here? I don't know. That seems like I'm stepping in front of a potential slow, steady death grind. Maybe Nasir can tell me what to do so I can capture the entire move from this point moving forward. I don't know. I would have thought that somebody that captures the entire move every day would at least know what makes up the NQ. Kind of weird that somebody that is that good of a trader doesn't even know what makes up the NQ. Like, didn't know that it's like the NASDAQ. So maybe he's just so rich that he doesn't have time for those minor details. I don't know. You just have to look at the supply, then look at the demand. Hey, true. Right. That's true. You just have to buy the bottom and then sell the top. Yeah, I guess it is that easy. I really don't know why I overcomplicate trading. Just buy the bottom and sell the top every day. You capture the entire move. That's it. Yeah, the trend is your friend, right? Exactly. Yeah. Just play the range. Oh, Nasir for sure. Nasir, I mean, he might. I think he owns the craziest claim. I'm not going to say that for sure, but it's easily top three. Like taking English language at face value, craziest claim we've had, or at least top three. If you learn supply and demand, you'll catch the whole move every day. Alrighty then. Yeah, it is. It's just straight up a gift. Would like a little bit more of a pullback. I don't know. Maybe I'm open to that, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It'd be. I think both sides would agree. Like they would totally like, yeah, I can see how you'd think that. Like there's an argument there for both sides of that. Come on, pull back a little bit more here. If it hits 830. All right, there we go. See, I like that, Kevin. You defined where you think the pullback is done. When people say I'm buying the pullback, it's like, well, okay, well, yeah, where are you buying the pullback? But I appreciate that. So Kevin thinks the pullback will be done at 830. Well, at least I'm assuming Kevin is trying to buy the bottom of the pullback because I'm always trying to buy the bottom of everything. Like I am trying for the best entry point. So I'm assuming Kevin thinks 830 will be the bottom of the pullback. Now, obviously, whether or not it's the bottom, welcome to the world of trading. But that's why I like numbers, because we can now define his terms. How silly. I only buy the demand. That's true. And then you sell the supply and capture the entire move every day. I'm not doing any trades right now. I want to see more of a pullback. I could see on this candle if it comes up here, and or maybe on the next candle, like if it pokes its head above here and then comes back down, might try a fake breakout short. Yeah, exactly. You have to be built different if you're capturing the entire move every day. I just wonder what mansion is he trading from today. I mean, he clearly has mansions around the world if you're that good, because you're just that rich. In fact, he's probably AI. You know what? I think this is my theory. I think he's actually here looking for John Connor. Yeah, he maybe he is the market. Maybe he is Marky. Marky the market maker. His mansion is precision. Yeah, exactly. Well, one of us. Yeah, multiple mansions. So maybe he's Barbara's the apprentice. That's funny. I thought you were gonna say maybe he's Barbara's mentor, but you switched it up. You're just trying to say how good Barbara actually is. That's crazy. Stop, layback, Larry. You're applying too much logic. You're applying too much logic right now. He's my student, not my best work. There we go. The truth is out. Oh boy. Or maybe comes a sneeze. Oh, I couldn't get to the mute button quick enough. Sorry. I was trying to challenge myself, but I failed. Dang it. I was like, let's see if I can get to the mute button. Oh, nope, couldn't do it. Sorry about that. Hopefully I got at least away from the mic enough. All right. I'm going to go for a long down here. Just trying to play the trend. Buy the pullback. Thank you, Dean. So wait, the markets are back at highs? What are we saying here? What are we saying? Let's check VO. Oh my goodness, VO, you're right. What about the Q? Qs are still probably down, right? Oh, wow. Wow. I don't think I realized. Oh, yeah, okay, so which makes sense if the semiconductors and those stocks are good. So Qs are lagging the overall market quite a bit right now. Interesting. Again, you could use I use VOO for my invest. Like if I want the entire market, I use VOO. But yeah, if you use SPY, that's fine too. Wow, interesting. I'm proud of myself from the investment standpoint. I try not to get too wrapped up in all that sort of stuff. So I kind of lost track of that fact. Let me just check on one more. How's my G cow? How's my G cow doing? GCOW. Duxol! I didn't realize that thing went to new highs recently. Let's go, G-Cow. That's my favorite ETF, by the way, G-Cow. All right, I think I have to try a long here. This is, again, beautiful. Look at these two hammers here. All right, if this wants to come down and come back up, I'm going to grab it long. Okay, there you go. Come down. No, I need it to come down more because I want a bigger, lower shadow. If I get left behind, it is what it is. Come down more. More. I want to see it hit that yellow line. It's got to hit that yellow line. Come on. Come on. Hindsight might prove this to be a very stupid requirement because if this thing all of a sudden goes up, I'm gonna be here yelling at myself, man, why did I require it to hit that yellow line first? But again, that is all hindsight. If you are long right now already, I don't like. I'm not gonna say that you're stupid at all. Because to be fair, maybe I should be getting long right now. Maybe this is a stupid requirement, but I'm gonna put it there nonetheless. Wow, this is a little tiny candle though. What are you doing, brother? Anybody here long already? Zach is Hoover, Marius. 3 of you, 4 of you. Not yet. I'm from 800. Nice. I'm leaning more short. Yeah, it is not behaving the way, like I said, I wanted to see that one. Wow, that's a small little candle there. Feel a dip coming? Perhaps. I wish, what was his name? The greatest trader ever. I wish he was still here. He'd help us all out. He's gone, though. He offered to teach, and then he just disappeared. It's crazy. What a little tease. If he was here, he could tell us we would all be rich. That's right. That's right. We would be. No doubt in my mind. I like folks get cooked in market. Um, yeah. I think a lot of those are the people that run around and call everybody a scammer because in their mind, I failed. Therefore, it can't be my fault. Therefore, it's not possible. Therefore, anybody that says or implies it is possible is a scammer. I think that's probably what a lot to do with it is. Oh, dude, I am filthy rich. I have 6 kids that love me. I have a wife that loves me. I am filthy rich. 100%. I don't deny that for a second, Moogie. I am absolutely filthy rich. 6 kids, they love me. My wife loves me. I am a rich man. What about you, Moogie? Are you rich too? Nope, only I can dream. Well, go meet yourself a woman, Moogie. Yeah, I have my health. I am filthy rich. 6 kids that love me, a wife that loves me, and as far as I'm aware, good health. I am filthy rich, brother. There's no amount of money one can buy to. Yeah, yeah. I have been. This will be this September. Oh dang. This September, I'll be celebrating 20 years of being married. So yeah, I got married at age 23. So yeah, I that is fair, Dean. I cannot say that I understand the dynamics of the dating world at this point. I've been out of the game for a while. I've been out of the game for a while. Exactly, Cam. Nice, Gregory. 42 years married. Awesome. I've already given my dating spiel of where I would go to try to meet somebody, but we won't go down that rabbit hole. It's too early in the week to all of a sudden turn this into a dating podcast. Clay, need a peanut butter jelly sandwich meme. What's that meme? All right, I'm looking for a pull, or I'm sorry, I'm looking for a long here. Maybe I'm being a little too greedy, but I want that 21 EMA. I like these candles though. I like these right. This is something I can work with. These things are so small. When it goes south, boxes under bridge PBJ. Well, if it goes south, hopefully I can grow some stuff in the garden at the homestead. Hopefully our chickens can give us some eggs. I thought you said the yellow line. Well, I did, but then the green line caught up. See, things are dynamic, sir. You've got to keep that in mind. An entry point can change even at the same number. Again, an entry point can change even if it's based on the same number. If you don't know what I mean by that, well then I don't think you're as far into your trading as what you think you are. Because you're saying logically, Clay, that makes no sense because you just conceded that the number is the same. So how can an entry point change if it's the same number? Oh, they can change. They can change. Have you priced chicken coops yet? I have not. I might build one. Well, when I say I might build one, I might see if some buddies want to help me build one. I'm working on getting AI into my trading, and you have a talent for seeing the unseen. So I want to get your perspective. I mean, talent for seeing the unseen. Like majority of traders, that's going to depend on the day. Sometimes what I see, if you want to make money, your AI would need to do the opposite of what I see because I have those days like everybody else. All right, here we go. A little bit more. Build it. I kind of want to do the Joe Salentine approach. I like Joe. Me and my wife really like Joel Salentine. So, in other words, I kind of want to get like one of those that you can move around. Okay, come on down, come on down, come on down. Go a little bit below, little bit below. Perfect. All right, here we go. Looking for a long at the green line. Oh, looks like a real breakdown. All right, never mind. My risk profile is a little, I guess I could go 5. Okay, I'm going to go 5 now since my risk profile has changed a bit. I am long. So let's see if this thing wants to bounce up or not. If it doesn't, I'll just take the loss. First target, I guess I should do a couple here just in case there's a spiky spike. Not that I'm expecting a spike, but you never know. So I'll throw out a couple orders up there. If we get close to this target here, I'll get my stop in the green just to take risk off the table. But I want to give this thing room to potentially work out. I realize I could. Ooh. Uh-oh. I just did it. That'd be nice. I'm taking it. I like that $60. I looked at the P&L. Whoops. Dude, the P&L, I can't. Oh my goodness. I was, again, just reminded the P&L eats my lunch all the time. I glanced down there. I did not mean to. I glanced down there. I saw it fluctuating above $50. I'm like, $50 on a day on like this sort of movement? I'll take a quick $50 bill. And then I think I got it at like 60. Maybe it worked out in my favor. But this is a bad trade officially. Even if it does drop, still a bad trade because I all of a sudden traded the P&L. So yes, for me personally, I cannot watch these numbers when I'm in a trade because they play too many mind games with me, including causing me to potentially take profit too early. Now, I don't know. Maybe in hindsight, I'll be able to say, oh, that was actually the right move. But yeah, that's in hindsight. So in all actuality, I hope this thing just rips upwards. That would be the market being compassionate, to rip upwards and to remind me, Clay, that's why you don't trade the P&L. See money, take money? Nah. That's how you end up with 95% win rates and are not profitable. I appreciate the attitude behind that. It's, one of gratefulness. Hey, be grateful. See money, take money. Be grateful. Green is green. Can't go broke taking a profit. But the problem is that is how you can end up with very high win rates and then still not be profitable. Well, I guess I could, couldn't I? But again, reward that's the balance between responsible trading and business, right? That's the tension point that I'm always battling. The three things. This is fun. There's the business attribute, but it's also on. Yeah, yeah. Bring it on. Yeah, what is it? A table. Oh, you need the table brought downstairs? All right, I'll be right back. Where is it? Oh, this. Yeah, watch out, Jeff. What do you need this downstairs for? No. Gee, it's fine. It would take me 5 seconds. Do you want it downstairs or no? Mommy? He's fine. Come here, Jeff. Come on, Jeff. Yo, you're welcome. Mission accomplished. I hate the saying. I don't know. I don't know if I'm in the camp of dumbest thing said in the world, but because it is that those people mean well. They mean well, and I appreciate and I agree with what they're saying. But like that can also be taken too far, where it's like you never let anything work for you. You're constantly leaving tons of money on the table. Kids must be doing their own summer slant. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing down there, but they needed a table. No, there was nothing in my gut, Kevin. There was nothing in my gut the only thing in my gut was like, oh, I see $50. I'll just take it. Yeah, I get it. It worked out here. Yeah, I get it here. It seems like that was a good move, but that was a bad trade. That was a bad trade. I did not follow the rules because there's going to be one where it curls up and then I leave a lot on the table. Just because those, again, green trades do not equal a good trade. Just like red trades do not equal a bad trade. Now it could, but it's not like a full-gone conclusion, right? If you're being a degenerate, yeah, you'll have some green trades. But are you going to actually, like, over the long haul, are those good habits you're building that are going to be sustainable? Nope. Every time I come in, you're in the green. Yeah, every time. I don't even know. Like, what is a losing trade? I've never had a losing trade. Interesting candle here forming. All right, I'm going to try a long down here. This needs to come straight down, though. If it comes up and then comes down, I'm no longer interested. That's right. I only win. I don't even know what is law. How do you what law loss? That's how you say that? Okay. Yeah. I've never heard of such a term. Yeah, exactly. And okay, fine. I do lose, but as Kyle called me out, only on purpose. That's actually kind of smart, Kyle. That's like a way, I don't know, like you own the loss, but at the same time, it's not your fault. Oh, I lost. See, I'm owning it, but I did it on purpose. Kind of makes you like a baller. Dude, I might have to go with that from now on. Anytime I have a losing trade. Oh, I meant to do that. That was on purpose. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. No, that's not how that saying goes. It's 32 birds in the bushes is better than 18 birds in the hamster cage in the back alley. That's how that saying goes. Just like the saying people that say measure twice, cut once, bunch of morons. The saying is you cut four times and then measure sometimes. You know, 3 dozen of two is 6 dozen of seven other, you know? Just the classic sayings. Exact. Do better. Exactly. Do better. That is ultimately the saying. Yeah, 8 stones for one bird. That's right. Again, if this wants to drop straight down, I'd be interested around this area, but measure once. Yeah, exactly. Measure 15 times, don't cut. That's Yeah, just keep measuring. Never cut. True. A bush in your hand is better than two in the bird. Or on the bird, correct. Yes. Okay, this looks like a buy it all tape. So you're buying it all. Don't measure. That's true. Do nothing. That is how you succeed in life. Do nothing. What question? What kind of live stream platform do you use? OBS. I think that's what you're asking. OBS. Yeah, stitches get snitches, you know? I used to measure once and then head back to the lumber yard. Nice. Only in 401k plans does nothing is doing well. That's not nothing though, right? Because you did work to get. Even if you're like, well, Clay, I've never put any money in. Yeah, but if they match because you gave them some of your time. I am thinking of a short up here now. There's been enough rejections up around this area where maybe this is the top of some sort of range. So if it gets up to that white line, I'll think about a short. As of now, just looking for longs. Long 2 at 832. Yeah, like that. Like that candle here. Just wanted to wish something would have come back down a little bit. I'm long here, 10 contracts, target of 850. Where's your stop at, translate? Ten contract. I'm assuming MNQ. Well, entropy, you got to remember, brother, you're using indicators no matter what, right? Well, I guess I'm not saying, but like price action, like is an indicator. Like that's the most powerful indicator. That's why I like candlesticks the most, because candlesticks revolve around price action and they give you 4 angles of price action. So that's why, in my opinion, the most powerful indicator are candlesticks. Yes, agreed. But you're probably talking about like indicators like MACD or stuff like that. And volume. Volume is another very key indicator. The kings, in my opinion, are price action itself and volume. Those are the 2 king indicators. Everything else, as far as I'm aware, is just a mathematical formula. And within the formula itself are those 2 indicators, price and volume, which really illustrates just how powerful they are. I don't know about volume per se in all of them, but certainly price action's in there. What about support and resistance? What is support and resistance? Isn't that a number? And what is a number of? You trade NQ and you're in 10 NQ. All right, brother. I hope it works out for you. Right. Support and resistance is a price. Hence my point. Price action, prices, powerful indicators. That's right. 10 big ones. And you're not a real man if you're at 9. Got to be 10. Classic. See this one? 250K, or what is it? See this one? 250K? Might want to hold on. Might want to hold on to this one. She found me down in the lobby, and then they strapped one of these on me. But what if they would have shot me in the face? Yeah. Yeah. What if they would have shot me in the face? That is a risk we are willing to take. Don't think I can't quote that whole movie. Don't think. Don't even try me. Harry, you're alive. And you're a terrible shot. And even the way he's... Not that I'm like an expert pistol shooter, so don't hear what I'm not saying. But like, I definitely know enough, which now that I know what I do after I've kind of gotten into that world a little bit more, like that's just one of those comedy things that never, like the way he's holding it is just so bad. So bad. Uh-oh. Stopped out, translate. Doggone it. No, don't do that to him. Where'd it go? Oh, don't stop him out within 2 points and now go. You want to hear the most assigned? Guys, you guys got a radio or something? Radio? Who needs a radio? Ready, Harry? Mock, yeah, een, yeah, bird, yeah, mockingbird. Hey, they need a ride. Pick 'em up. Mock, see, bird, see. You can't triple stamp a double stamp. You can't triple stamp a double stamp. It's my stop. I go in, they find my stop, and they go up. Might want to just start doing mental stops then. Sounds like that's, per your premise, the mental stop will take care of your issues. Unless you're the one guy that says a mental stop loss is not a stop loss. A brown bear is not a bear. A round ball is not a ball. Yeah, what are the chances of a guy like you and a girl like me? I think that's what he said. All right, I don't have that quote, but it's reverse. It's funny. I think he says, "What are the chances of a guy like you and a girl like me?" Not good. Not good like 1 in a million, or not good like 1 in 100. I'd say more like 1 out of a million. So you're telling me there's a chance? Just hit me with it. Why do day traders watch the same stock all day? Good question, Nick. This is not a stock. First off, we were trading futures contracts, and because most things, whether it's a stock or a futures contract, they kind of have their own personality, and you kind of develop gut instincts with it. So that is why. But yes, for me, one of the great things about futures is I don't have to spend time scanning for stocks or scanning for this or scanning for that. I just watch the same thing because I know the same thing every day will give multiple opportunities. But yeah, why watch the same thing all the time? Because things have personalities. It's not so you're saying there's a chance. It's so you're telling me there's a chance. You're welcome. Yeah. But yeah, Nick, if you're thinking of getting in the world of day trading, do not day trade stocks. Day trading stocks mathematically does not make sense any longer. We're in the golden age of day trading right now. In the golden age of day trading, again, all based on math, suggests to day trade futures through a prop firm. That is by far the most efficient way from many, many different angles. Can you explain seeing a shadow? I'm not sure what you mean that. Well, I mean, I'm just taking your premise. Your premise was they always. I don't want to remove my. It's my story. I go in, they find my stop, and they go up. Well, it sounds like you just have a guaranteed loss, though. Like if you put in a stop, they go and find it. So I hear what you're saying, but from an odds perspective, it seems like if you have, because let's face it, as much as we, in our minds, it seems like Trump tweets every day, 10 times a day. That's not actually true. So I would just do the mental stop. And then that way, per your premise, they can't find it because it's not there. And then you'll start to win. You know what I mean? True. If Trump tweets, you might be cooked, but like, I'm going to put the odds in your favor that he won't tweet. I log into ClayTube, and what did I miss? Again, man. Telling you. They're not going to hunt you out if you don't put your stop in there, if you just use the mental stop. Now, me personally, I don't mind throwing in a stop because I don't think there's anybody out there searching for my stop. But if that is your premise, based on what you've said, it sounds like the solution is just use mental stops. Okay, you're in again long. Do not put a stop. Just mental stop it. Do not put in a hard stop. No hard stops. Then they don't know. Then they have nothing to hunt. So where's your mental stop at? Where are you going to click that button to get out? Minority Report style. No, he's got to stop. It's just a mental stop. I'm not telling him to forget a stop. I'm telling him to use a mental stop as opposed to a hard stop. Oh boy. Hey, listen, I'm just trying to. Dang, so Marky Mark even knows where the mental stops are? Damage control, got it. No, he said from the get-go. Nobody's ever been telling him, or his premise has never been to just forget the stop. It's just, I'm just saying, per what he said. Use the mental. No, that's not his premise, keeping the West wild. His premise is it's being hunted. That's why he's getting stopped out. They are hunting it. That's not why. Okay, well, I don't know where's like how big actually is your account? If you're doing 10 NQs, like you're absolutely. I mean, these are just like what is going on? Now he didn't tell us where his stop was this time, but I would assume he probably just got. So I'm guessing he did not listen to me and do a mental. He must put a hard stop in because they're once again hunting it. Did you put in a hard stop again? Okay, I'm going to guess translate stop was at 8:13 because that's where they hunted it before bouncing. 8:13 was your stop and it was hard, wasn't it? Okay, see, not okay. I never told you to not have a stop loss. I told you to use a mental stop loss. I'm not saying this is the case for you, Translate, but just for people listening. Like, where are you at in your understanding journey of becoming a trader? If you're like, what is this guy? What is? I don't know what a mental stop is versus a hard stop. That's okay. That just tells me you still have more learning to do. I never. I don't know why. I never did Wayne's World. I don't know if I was allowed to see it. Was Wayne's World kind of risky? There you go, Matt. Makes sense. You're right. No stop. They will have to go. Again, I'm not saying no stop. I'm saying use a mental stop. So, right. No stop in the market, like locked into the market. Hard stop. That's, yeah. But, like, I'm not saying no stop at all. I'm saying you are still using a mental stop. Or I'm sorry, you're using a stop. It's a mental stop, though. Like that. Oh, I see. Okay. Not no. You guys are one level above me because some of you, your premise is the market makers are so good that even if your stop is not in the market, a hard stop, it's just a mental one in your head. The market makers can still read your mind, so they'll still know where to hunt based on their mind reading abilities. So what you guys are saying is, yes, Clay. That's why if you just don't have one at all, if your mind is blank, then they can't hunt anywhere. I see what you guys are saying. That makes sense. Yes, so I guess that is the solution. Just Literally. No hard stop, no mental stop. Truly, no stop loss at all. I see. You guys were just one thinking. Oh, yeah, you guys were like 8 steps ahead of me. Brilliant baboons here. Yeah, exactly. The new interns are like psychics. No, you can't use any stop at all because then the market they can read your mind. No, if they blow your account. I mean, it kind of sounds like a lose. Like translate, it sounds like it's impossible for you to make money then. Because if you put in a hard stop, you're saying they will hunt it. But if they put in a mental, yeah, I don't know. It almost sounds like it's a lose lose. Tells, yeah, exact. Sounds kind of like one of those situations. I have a mental right now, 809. Okay. So do you believe that they'll be able to read your mind, or are you in that camp or no? Are you whoever? I don't know who you define they as, but that's besides the issue. Whoever you are defining they as, you don't believe that they can read your mind, do you? Or that one guy, Oz Perlman? That dude's kind of crazy. Like those, yeah, those. I can't. Mentalist, the mentalist. No, they can't. Okay, cool. Well then what you're doing makes sense. Mental at 809. There we go. Where's your target at on this one? I don't think you told us that yet, Translate. By the way, Translate, I appreciate you giving numbers. That's good stuff. Nothing but respect. Oh man, this 5 minute is brutal. Just yeah. Well, this week so far is not like last week. Granted, to be fair, it's only Monday. Breaking. Okay, so 850 is still your target. Gotcha. It is. Agree. Yeah, it is very range bound. Yeah, no, that is mental stops are very are only for the extra discipline because you're right. You can start to hesitate, you can start to do all this sort of stuff. But if your premise is that there's a they and whatever this they is are out there hunting stops, then yeah, under according to that premise, you've got to use mental stops. You have to. There's no other way around it. Now, if you're like, well, no, I don't believe in the they, I don't believe in people hunting stops, which is what category I would put myself in. Yeah, I don't have a problem putting a hard stop. But again, if that is your premise as a trader, that there is the they and that this they is literally hunting out people's stops, then yeah, you better just not put one in the hard sense. Still have one, but a mental stop. All right, have a good one, CDP. Buyers, they who want liquidity to go long. Yeah, I don't think I just don't believe in stop loss hunting. But if you do, that's fine. We can agree to disagree. I'm just glad you're following through with the logical implications per your claims. I respect that at least. Yeah, that's true, James. Mr. Bryan is he's cooking with baby oil over there. That's true. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. CR15. Hey, there we go. There we go. For translate, let's go. Yeah, no, I think stop loss hunting is just an absolute perfect case study in psychology of confirmation bias. Because I mean, you guys have seen it plenty of times. I've been there plenty of times over the course of my career where you're like, I'm getting stopped out. I am getting stopped out, and the price like goes as close as humanly possible to stopping you out, and then it goes back down. Now, in those situations, you know, it's well, why would they not just like literally like why would they not just come up real quick, hunt my stop? I mean, it's right there. Why not? But like the if you believe in stop loss hunting, the confirmation bias ignores those situations, right? Because it does not confirm the bias. But oh yeah, all those other situations where you do get stopped and it confirms your bias. Oh, see, there's a stop loss hunting. So yeah, I think the stop loss hunter. I think that is a very good example of like I said, if we had a psychologist here looking for examples of confirmation bias in the market, like what would be a phenomenon, I'd be like, oh, go research out the stop loss hunting crew. You'll have some rich material there for examples of confirmation bias. Are you in yet, Gavin? Are you in? I don't trust this from growing second. In this sort of a market, I could see a big old upper shadow form. I'll just sit back and eat my popcorn right now. Oh, Cam. Cam doesn't trust it to the point of he's fading it. Love this. Yeah, well, according to your premise, this trade would not have worked out had you put in a hard stop. So yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome for me telling you to put in. You need to send me some money because if it wasn't for me, you would have put in your hard stop. You would have once again got hunted, and then the move would have happened. So at least send me a Christmas card. Maybe interested in a pullback down to here. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, I would just say I disagree with Rob Smith. There is some validity, right? That's my point. That's why I say it's based on a confirmation bias. Like when it happens, it's stop loss hunting. When it doesn't, well, I mean, it doesn't always happen. Okay, so like it's like everything in the market. It doesn't always happen. But so yeah, I mean, okay. Sounds like I would disagree with like I said, if you, I'm not, it's not even worth arguing. If you think that there is something, someone, some group, fill in the blank, out there hunting your stops, that's fine. We'll agree to disagree. All I'm saying is the logical implications of that would be you better not be using hard stops then. You better be using mental stops. That's all I'm saying. Where's your stop at, translate? Long again to 865. Oh, so this is like a super. This is like a little bit of a scalp here. No, to me it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant whether stops get hunted or not. They definitely don't get hunted 100% of the time. So like, okay, then what does it matter? Like it's just I don't need tinfoil in my life like that. But yeah, if you're trying to write a book or sell a system or blah blah blah, it's a good premise to work from. Hey, this thing happens quite a bit. I understand how this thing happens. So buy my book, follow me, etc., and I will show you how this thing of stop loss hunting works, and I'll show you how to like make money from it or avoid it. Like again, there is this mysterious thing. I understand this mysterious thing. So buy my book so I can explain this mysterious thing. Big Sparks, how come you don't ever show up to mod? I added you as a mod, man. With your one comment, you asked, when am I going to be a mod? I added you a long time ago. It's crazy. You have full mod powers. It's not about someone looking for it. It's mechanical. Who said that? Virgil. Exactly. The market moves one direction. How did you put that? I like the way you put that. The market moves one direction until there is more orders going the other way. Exactly. Supply and demand. Well said, sir. Agreed. Algos are programmed to look. Yes, yes, exactly. If algos want to buy, what do they have to seek out? They've got to find where the sellers are. Right? That's what the market is. That's what the market is. Right now, the price is seeking out liquidity in real time. Buyers are like, hey, does anybody want to buy from me? Like here? So, like, buyers are looking, it's just that's like the market is an auction. That's all it is. When you go and sit down at an auction, the auction itself is designed to find liquidity. That's what the auctioneer is doing. The auctioneer is trying to find liquidity. He keeps raising the offer. And as long as people keep in the audience raving that means, okay, liquidity's higher. Liquidity's higher. And then as soon as nobody raises their paddle anymore, guess what? The auctioneer has found liquidity at that price. Boom. So whatever you want to call the auctioneer, if you want to call it an algorithm, if you want to call it a market maker, if you want to, whatever you want, that's all the market is. Now, can I write a book? Can I build a cult around that? No, I can't. But that's what it is. If you want to see somebody in like real life find liquidity, go to an auction. That's what the auctioneer is. That is the algorithm right there. It's just trying to find liquidity. Exactly, Mr. Progress. That's what's called a market. Yeah, market makers agree to sign up for a certain thing, but market makers still ultimately don't control anything. That is why market making firms can go bankrupt. The auctioneer doesn't like me. Yeah, are you a guy that never raises your paddle? You're just out in the audience? Is there a notification when price hit? I think so, Moogie. I accidentally did it earlier. I don't. Yeah, you can set a price alert. I don't know how though. I don't do the alert thing, but I've totally seen the ability to like set alerts before. Maybe somebody else can help you. But yeah, I'm not quite sure how. Wait, isn't there like a bell somewhere? I don't know. Somewhere you can. I'm not sure how though. Right, raspberry, exactly. But that's that's how many times have we been there? Where we bought the bid, but we've still kind of chased it up a little higher than we probably actually should. Right? I've done it. Like, if this was an auction, I am in the audience right now, right here. I have my okay, now okay, let me officially do it. There we go. There. I'm in the audience. I'm in the audience. I'm willing to buy right there. But Raspberry's point, sometimes I'm like, crap, I don't think it's gonna come down there. Fine. I'm gonna go up there and buy. And then you get filled and you're like, oh, doggone it. I did not actually want to buy that high. I should have stayed, in the audience right here. But here's where I'm in the audience, right there. I'm down here. I'm not gonna buy from the person on stage. Now, if I'm all of a sudden I want in right now, well, guess what I'm doing? I'm buying from the auctioneer on stage. He's offering this price right now. The price to get in right now is right there. 870. Right there. That's the auctioneer speaking very quickly. But I don't want to buy. I don't want to buy from the person on stage. I'm down here in the audience. That's all it is. It's just the algorithm is the auctioneer. What a life. Imagine hopping from live stream to live stream to troll. That's so sad. Can we just stop, Hunt? Well, are we going to see 29K today? It seems plausible. Does not seem like the craziest thing. No, I'm sure it's. I haven't used it, James. I don't have anything against it, but there are no holy grails. Because even if you find liquidity, right? AK, even if you sign a huge amount of people on the bid, that does not guarantee in any way, shape, or form that a massive seller doesn't come along or massive sellers and just fulfill all that liquidity at the bid and then keep on pressing it down. So sure, I can things give you edges? Absolutely. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that it can't help arrive at edges, but like a lot of things, people present like those sorts of things as a holy grail. It's like, no. Even if you know where a bunch of liquidity is, it's still possible that liquidity on the other side comes around and just wipes it off, right? Like, oh man, there's a ton of liquidity at that resistance area. Yeah, could it get rejected there? Absolutely. Absolutely it could. But could enough liquidity come along that wipes away all those sellers and then some? Sure, sure. Clive? Clay. As in like dirt. There you go. My experience with bookmaps went about 50-50. Right. Yeah, like most things. They trained some liquidity dogs to exactly. Exactly. Yeah. That's a new breed, liquidity dogs, exactly. Correct. Correct. Yeah, if you know where the market's going, then you definitely do not need to stop. That logically follows. No, I don't think everything is 50-50. I think you can find edges. The LDI, liquidity dog indicator. If you buy at the low and never goes below your stop. Right, that's what I mean. Yeah, if you know where it's going, which you would have to, right? For Nassar or whatever that guy's name was, if you're capturing the entire move. Yeah, exactly. All those things, again, I'm not saying bookmap or anything are worthless. I'm just saying that what they're showing you still doesn't guarantee that something else, like outside liquidity, doesn't all of a sudden spring into action and distort everything. That's always possible. That's why none of those things are, and as far as I'm aware, none of them actually proclaim, hey, use the bookmap and you'll never lose again. Oh. All right, I'm thinking about maybe a short up around here. This seems like it's getting a little top heavy, but I am still. Okay. Then I look over at the 5, and it's like, oh boy, is this about to be some slow, steady green grinder here? Maybe, I don't know. Hey, Ty, is it me or have you not been around for a while? Like, I can't tell. For some reason, in my mind, it's like, wait, I don't think I've seen Ty. Or were you here last week? I'm sorry if you were here last week, but there's something in my mind that is making me think you have not been around. Okay, well, good to see you dirtbag. Hey, Krager. I think that is my most hated action. Slow grind up. Yeah, I'm not a. Agreed. Yeah, some people love the slow, and it's just not my wheelhouse. I've never seen a tree profile. Oh, he hasn't been gone that long. When's the last time you were here, Ty? Because Kevin's been around. What? You've been here about 3 weeks now, Kevin. Here we go. Here we go. What? Here we go up. Here we go down. It's been a month since you've been here? Huh? I mean, where did you go, brother? Who are my top 5 viewers of all time? Moogie, 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 and Moogie. That's who. I haven't been around either. Well, yeah, I didn't call you a dirtbag. That's because you're a scumbag. No, we discovered last week there is no manipulation. He just calls price action manipulation. That's all. The rest of us would just say the 130 price movement. Yeah, exactly, JP. You don't want to share that with anybody. Wow. Well, I'm thankfully I looked over at the 5 minute because I was thinking short, but upon the 5 minute, I'm like, wait, nah. Caught the morning rip today and got out. Well, did you catch the entire move though? Prolific sense. Did you catch the entire move? And if yes, follow-up question: do you catch the entire move every day? If your answer is no, then all I can really say is do better. You still have some catching up to do compared to Nassar. Rest in peace, shorts. Kind of though, but that's where we're getting. You can tell it's a slow move. Yeah, that was quite the. I mean, that it was a move, but actual point wise, it was what 72 up to like that was an 18-point move. Like the move that were like, oh my goodness, rest in peace, shorts. It was like 18 moves. Last week, this same exact candle is worth what? At least probably 60 points. So that's what I mean. All right, the whoa, RIP, game over the shorts moves. That was an 18-point move. 18 points. Has us all hooping and hollering. Kind of shows we're a little slower this week. Now you're fine, Krager. I'm just saying that's something that we all kind of have to be reminded of, myself included. Like right here, I'm like, oh my goodness, dead bodies everywhere. It's like, well, wait a second. This was basically from 36 up to, yeah, this was like a 30-point move. Again, last week, I don't know. Tell me, last week, how many points do you think this candle would have been worth? Type in the chat. Last week, if you would have seen this candle, how many points do you think it was worth? Today, it was worth 30 points. Last week, how many points do you think a candle like that would have been worth? 90, 100, 80, at least 100, 80 to 100, double, 80. Yeah, exactly. So that's why it can be tricky. It's like, okay, on days like today, this is 30 points. So yeah, maybe I can go a little bit bigger size, but then you lose track of how big the movements are and your size is wrong. That move right there, maybe you survive on a day like today. Other days, if your position size is off, you're cooked. You cooked. It is game over. Anyways, Ty, good to have you back, you dirtbag. I don't know where you went. I don't know why you bailed on us for a month, but it's good to have your dirty baggedness back. Yeah, even now, look, it's just sitting at 86, 87, 87, 87, 88, 87, 88, 87, 80. Oh, my, 88. Oh, there we got a 89, 87, 80. You know what I mean? Last week, this was fluctuating like in the blinks of an eye, 4 to 5 points. Now it's like we're getting stuck on 1 point. Look at 87, 86, 5, 5, 6, 5. And the crazy thing here is like, yeah, futures wise, this is considered slow, but you do like you up your size in NQs, and then you look at the P&L, you're gonna be like, holy crap, this is actually still very fast. That's one of the great things about futures is how you can, with position size, manipulate it to still be plenty of movement. Hey, legendary. Fair enough, Ty. Well, whenever you are in the markets, hopefully you know this, but hopefully you swing by, hang out. I was not around for. Was NQ more like this when during Obama? I was still definitely in the stock market at that point, stock and options. So you're saying we can manipulate the market? I'm saying you can manipulate your P&L. That's what I'm saying. If you take a position and then you look down here and it's not fluctuating enough for your liking, feel free to increase that number right there. That's what I'm saying, brother. By the way, I do know what you're saying, Rodrigo. I do understand what you're saying. I'm just trying to make an educational point at the same time. No, it's so you're telling me there's a chance. I know what you meant, Rodrigo. I'm just I I might just be boldly wrong right now. So you're oh yeah, no, there it is. So you're telling me no, there it is. So you're telling me, not saying. So you're telling me there's a chance.
Ending up together.
Well, Lloyd, that's difficult to say. You really don't.
Hit me with it. Just give it to me straight. I came a long way just to see you married. Just least you can do is level with me. What are my chances?
And then the music
Not
is
good.
You mean not good like 1 out of 100?
I'd say more like 1 out of 1,000,000.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
If you don't like that movie, I don't know. I'm banning you right now. If you don't like that movie, I'm banning you right now. This will probably get demonetized. I don't care. That's how good. Whatever. Don't doesn't matter. I don't even care if I just miss an 800 point. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit. I don't even care if I missed a 400 point move there. That would have been worth it. I know. That's just proof. That's proof that all you need is a 1 in a million chance. It's still possible. I'm 41 and I've never seen it. That's a timeout. That's a timeout for John. We're giving him a timeout. Put user in timeout. We're giving him 10 seconds for that. Crazy. 10-second timeout. Never seen it. Swami Swamson. Samsonite. That was way off. All right, maybe a fake breakout here short. I'm 31 and have never seen it. That's kind of okay because it came out before you were even alive. So, like, that's kind of acceptable. Oh, yeah. Who watched Glory over the weekend? That does help. Did anybody watch Glory? I forgot about that. We talked about that on Friday, I think, this weekend. Wait, first time or just like rewatched it? Hey, Yosef. Just hit me with it. I've come a long way. Not good. Not good like 1 in 100. I'd say more like 1 in a million. Oh, just and then the way the music just stops. Oh, it's brilliant. That should have won the best picture. The beats of the music were like his heartbeat. Oh my, it's just, what was that? All right, let me turn down the mic a little bit. Oh, rewatch. All right. No, that I'm trying to find a rising wedge somewhere. I got nothing. That was definitely not a rising wedge. I think some people call this what is I've seen like I don't even know what this is called. But I think this is like a pattern where it like opens up like that. Like a funnel pattern or something. Megaphone. I've never really I'm not can't say I've ever used that one. But I think megaphone traders would probably call that a rising megaphone. Gotcha. Oh man, it's been a while since I've seen it. I gotta see it again. Dorito chip pattern. That sounds like something you could build a cult around. No, the funnel cake. That's the one. Yeah, you build a cult around those with you'll have a high membership rate of those in the diabetic community, I'd assume. Get him, Seabat. Yeah. Well, he doesn't say get him. He says something else. But I try to keep this halfway children friendly, so I can't say the actual quote. But it's kick his Seabass. I will build the Dorito cult. I appreciate you keeping it child friendly, Oliver. All right, finally a little bit of a pullback here. Let's see if it can give us something to work with. Funnel cakes are overrated. Those are fighting words. Elephant ears, funnel cakes, like at the fair, that's by far the best food truck. We should live stream Dumb and Dumber. That's one of those things where like I said, my wife, she has no problem with it because people are using code Clay, so it's not like I'm up here just wasting away 4 hours every day. But like, I don't know, my wife might have a problem. Like, wait, what? You already spent 4 hours with these people today. Now you're gonna go watch a movie with them. My wife might rightfully so draw a line there. Zoom out. On what time frame? Ooh. Looks like you might be right. Let's see. I think it's already come to pass. Well, I guess you could argue a lot of fake breakouts. But yeah, you're right. And then this lower line, I'm assuming. Yeah, so how did that rise and wedge actually play out? Let's do a little bit of hindsight trading here. Oh, that's dirty. Look, that would have been dirty. Acted like right there it wanted to reject off of it. Green into it. That candle there at the upper shadow, and then poof. That's a dirty. Ooh, yeah. Whew. Yeah. I don't know. That's giving me the quivers. A family moving. that would be kind of weird, right? Like, hey, family, we're gonna watch this with the baboon. I don't know. Maybe it'd be a good time. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That could be it. Yeah, that'd be interesting. That would be interesting. All right, long. Take that little scalpy scalp. Was that 438? That it seemed like that should have been bigger. However, with that said, I'm still deprogramming my mind from last week. Last week that move would have been. It was 418. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's what's always hard. We got to kind of deprogram our minds. We're all, I don't know about all of us, but I think many of us, myself included, we're so used to last week where like that sort of movement would have been like, oh man, that's like a quick, easy, and I don't want to say easy, but man, that's like quick 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 points, just like that. Hello, Kashmir. Hello. I'm from India. Cool. I'd love for a pullback right there. Middle finger area right there, but yeah, I don't know if it wants to pull back that far. Kashmir. All I wanted since I was a little girl was Kashmir. Anybody remember that episode? My fam is in Jammu, and okay, so I'm guessing Dr. Midas is also from India. Who remembers the Seinfeld episode? All I wanted was a Kashmir. Clay, I have mapped out a racehorse. I'm not sure what you're asking. Clay, I have mapped out a map. Sorry, Gary, you're gonna have to offer me up a little bit of clarity, brother. Again, if it wants to pull back some more. Clay, what do I feed my racehorses? Twinkies. The nice guy that, and his name was probably Bob. I guess I'm not asking. I guess I'm not understanding. What are you like? I understand a video on it. A video on what? You say, Clay, I have mapped. So I'm guessing you mean mapped. Clay, I have mapped out a racehorse. Can you do a video on it? I'm not sure what you want a video on. That's more so my question. Oh, definitely stale. Stale Twinkies. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not trying to be difficult, Gary. I'm just confused on what you're still asking because I recognize your name. So I'm assuming you already know what the racehorse model is. But your original comment, Clay, I've mapped out a racehorse. What do you mean you've mapped out a racehorse? Again, I'm not trying to be. I truly don't quite understand what you're asking. I understand you want a video on something, but I don't know what exactly you want a video on. Original Twinkies are the best. Oh yeah, if they're stale. Let's see. Claire, you thinking you all times this month? I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't really think about stuff like that too much, Mike. Just because as somebody that's using like intraday trading, I'm just trying to figure out where I think the price might be like in the next 10, 15 minutes. So like, do I think it'll go to all new time highs? I don't know. I just for my trading strategy, my brain power doesn't need to factor that stuff in. Now, if I was like a sway trader or swing trading and I'm trying to like figure out the bigger swings, sure, but like, yeah, I can't say I put any brain power to it. Yeah. Best I can do is I have no idea. Oh, Trump's speaking right now? Okay, might try a short here. If it wants to come up here, bump its head and come back down. Which might be stupid since Trump is talking. Probably is stupid. Yeah. Are we sure Trump's speaking? Not that I don't trust you, Jocko, but everybody makes mistakes, and we've definitely had some mistakes with people saying Trump is talking when he's not actually talking. He is? Okay. He is speaking on Fox News. All right. He's reading through the executive order. Executive order about what? Do it, Amarius. Let's go. Do it. Military funding. Okay. I don't know. Does that market even? I mean, he could always pivot and start talking about something else that the market all of a sudden cares about. That would have been good, Candlestick. I guess my wit was not that quick. Oh, now I feel bad. Gary stopped interacting with me. If you're still here, Gary, I promised I was not trying to be difficult to you. I truly did not understand what you're actually asking about. That stop trigger was nuts. Yeah, it's, getting with these little. I wrote my own race model. Yeah, no, I mean the racehorse model is just pass accounts. Pass accounts and keep them in storage. That way you don't have to worry about being tempted to reset a pro account with and take private trader. That's very expensive. You don't have to worry about trading scared, and then you can also develop proof of concepts. No, I mean I have over 10, but I've also said that was overkill. Well, that depends. Are you copy trading? If you're copy trading, then yeah, I'd say probably have over 10. Well, then how many are you copy trading? Are you doing 5 at a time or are you doing 3 at a time? But I would say minimum, if you're doing one account at a time, I'd say at least 3. Hey, Raymond. No, the stalls are nice, Slomaro. They all have nice fields to roam in. Can you please explain why, when you pass an account, you close it? I'm not sure what you mean by that, translate. I actually talked about that earlier, Philly. To me, it's a nothing burger because everybody that is going to have access to it is big money. Because, I mean, it's like $100,000 a month. So all big money is going to have it. All big money is going to get that tweet at the same time. All big money are going to make their decisions on what they think about that tweet. And then us retail traders, we're going to notice on the chart a bunch of craziness. So in other words, nothing really changes. Because the big money are the ones that move the market anyways. So when all big money gets the same bit of information at the same time, all big money's different ideas are going to go at it, and then we're going to see the price go all over the place, right? So, okay, can you explain to me if I pass eval, what happens? Then I trade on a funded account right away? Yes. No, you're fine, Philly. It's in holding. Oh, okay, that's what he's asking. Yeah, no, yeah, nothing is closed. Yeah, nothing is closed. I'm just saying it's nice to have some past accounts in reserve. Because if you don't, if you pass an account and then you have one account and then you go to your pro, you're going to be trading all scared. Why? Because you're like, I don't want to lose this one because I don't want to have to go through the test phase again. So you're going to be very, very antsy. Scared money doesn't make money. And then if you do cook it, especially on Take Profit Trader, they're going to say, hey, would you like to reset this pro account? And resetting a pro account on Take Profit Trader is very expensive. How expensive? Well, for the same price of one pro reset, you could go buy like 5 or 6 test accounts. But if you have a couple, you're not going to even be tempted because you're like, no, I'm not going to pay to reset this. I'll go just use this one. And then the final reason is it'll force you to a proof of concept. Because let's face it, if you pass one account, you could have gotten lucky. You could have passed it with a garbage strategy. So let's see if you can do it again. If you pass it again, that doesn't still mean that you didn't necessarily get lucky, but the luck factor is starting to diminish because now you've done it twice. Well, let's see if you can do it a third time. Again, even if you pass it a third time, does that therefore mean you have a rock solid strategy? Not necessarily, but hey, you're building more and more credibility. So obviously, the more you pass, the more credibility you're building. But at that point with 3, if you ever, okay, again, it still doesn't mean that you're not necessarily getting lucky, but hey, passing 3 accounts with the same strategy, there seems to be something there. I had to contact support to promote mine. Really, Kevin? With who? Take Profit Trader? I passed my first test account today. Right, so that's what I mean, Rodrigo. So are you a Take Profit Trader? You passed your first test account today. So what I'm saying, Rodrigo, is I would say let's make sure your strategy is actually good. Can you pass another account? When I trade, I buy in small to use it as a pin to see where the market is moving before eating the dip. Before the market shift, how would... Oh, I mean, I have no idea what you just said. Use it as a pin. I don't know what you mean by pin. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know, recap. Hello, Clay. I've watched stuff from you for the past week or so on Facebook. The way you trade seems like the way I would like to prefer to trade. Hey, cool. Well, good to have you here. The strat shop. I'm not sure what strategy. The strategic. The shop. I'll call you the shop. Good to have you. I'm just guessing the day has to close for it to go pro. Again, Rodrigo, yeah, that's true. The market's got to update. But what I'm saying is even once you get the pro, if that's your only pro, I can see you activating it and then all of a sudden trading very scared because you're going to be like, man, I don't want to lose this because then I have to pass it again. So with that, it's like, and then if you do blow it up, you're going to be upset. And then Take Profit Trader is going to be like, hey, do you want to reset it? And in your emotional state, you might hit that reset button and then way overpay for something. So what I'm saying, Rodrigo, is let's make sure that the strategy you use to pass this current account is actually viable. So let's see if you can do it again. And if you can, then guess what? Now all of a sudden, you're not going to be tempted to reset the pro because you already have another pro account. And you're not going to be trading scared per se because you know if you blow that one up, well, hey, I have another one ready. Yeah, the well foop, I'm definitely some clarity needs to be. I'm not quite sure what he's saying there. Okay, now I think we got a bit of a rising wedge. And then nearer term, something like that. Good grief. Thing is just this count that was savage. I can see people thinking short right there, and then it just yeah, this is rough movement right now. Wow. All right, well. Again, oh my god, this explosion. Okay, 95. Up, we're at like a 20-point move right now. Shows how slow today kind of has been. This big old green candle is worth a whopping 20 points. Yeah, no, you don't need to get 3K on the dot. Right, yeah. JJ, that's eventually what led me to kind of not I'm not saying I like invented it, but that was kind of my theory. It's like, man, I am trading so timidly. It's like, well, what happens if I knew that if I lost this one, that'd be okay. I wouldn't have to go through the test phase again. So yes, exactly. To me, there's a big psychological benefit. I love this kind of market. Too slow and hey, if you love these slow and steady grinds, more power to you. I'm not a huge fan, but hey, one trader's turd is another trader's gold bar. So yeah, that's true. I'm sure my portfolio. I did not realize that. I did not realize that. So QQQ Nasdaq, not even close. Well, yeah, not even close to the highs. And then you look over here at SPY. Is it at new highs or is it where are we at? Close. Okay. Wow. All right. So we're about potentially to make new highs. What are some of my? Oh, Duck Soul. I like this one for healthcare. CEF right there. Got a nice dividend. What are some of my other? What's KMB up to? MMM, another bigger position. Nice. Duck Soul. IBM, I think is down quite a bit though. Yeah, that's not a Doc Soul. That's a bum bum. What was the other one? Oh, INTC. Is this one pulled back to? Ooh, eek. Doggone it. Probably shoulda, coulda, woulda just locked that in up there, huh? Oh my goodness, this thing just keeps going up. Just keeps going up. I'm thinking about a short here though. 5 minute though. Big volume. Volume had been decreasing since when was that? 1:10 p.m. Eastern. So I don't know. Do I really want to be stepping in front of this? This is like another round. I don't know. Why am I thinking short? Because this thing looks like it's getting it's getting a little tired around the 2 minute. Let's see how this candle forms. Then I'll make my decision. So should I go over 3,000? I mean, you want to get as close to 3,000 as possible, but like if you go over a little bit, that's okay. But technically speaking, anything above 3,000 is not doing is not doing any value. So yeah, you want to get as close to 3,000 as possible. But I mean, if you go over some, it's fine. But yeah, ideally get as close to 3,000 as possible, but does not have to be exactly 3,000. I hate this slow grind up. Yeah. Trend day up, mostly the single prints hold. Yeah, I agree. I mean it's clearly a trend up right now, but like even within a trend, I still don't know like where do you buy? Where do you buy within the uptrend? You know what I mean? We'll buy the pullback. Well, I understand that, but like where do you think the pullback is over within this uptrend? Like, well, I think the pullback is over right here. Okay, maybe, but what happens if it just keeps trending and never fills you? Then like that was so yeah. There's currently no pullback. Well, I mean that depends on your time frame. I would imagine that for the 15-second traders out there, let's double check. I would imagine there's been some pullbacks on the 15-second. And I mean that depends on, so here's like a little miniature pullback right there. Boom. Here's a pullback right here. Here's a pullback right here, boy. I'm gonna try it right there, boy. Is that all you're gonna pull back on the 50? Oh my goodness. All right. Come on, pull back. You got to pull back a little bit more than this. If I were a cult member, Thank goodness I'm not. Be a bull. Yeah, where? Where? For all of that, like, just trade the trend. That's fine. Tell me, where do I buy? And where do I put my stop? That's what I need to know. But it's like, Clay, just trade the trend. Cool. Where? Where do I enter? Five minutes ago. No, you said be a bull like right now. Just watching at this point. Right, exactly. That's the whole thing. Like I agree. It's an uptrend. Fully agree. I agree the trend is your friend. Fully agree, but like where exactly do I buy? Because buying right here seems like I'm chasing. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. 28,966 short. Okay. And where's your stop going to be at? I appreciate the number. Where's your stop going to be? I just find something else. This is ship salad for my style. Yeah, it is. It is. Is this not even moving? Uh-oh. I think I'm frozen. Is my internet okay? Internet's okay. All right. Trade Ove for me is frozen right now. 5 minutes still moving. 2 minute is not. Oh boy. Hello? Anybody else's Trade Ove? Okay, yeah, stream's still good. Okay. Okay, there. Hit. It moved. I could have sworn it just moved for a second. Hit. Okay, we're back. Yeah, I'm not sure English is quite as first, which is fine. Which is fine. I know this is bad logic, but like the 5 minute, like there's got to be at least some sort of pullback, right? Like at least a little bit of a pullback. So I'm going to try a short right here. Again, not the greatest of logic, but come on now. Like, I'm not looking for a crash. I'm not looking for a reversal or anything like that. But, like, this thing wants to come down a little bit, doesn't it? Again, only want to get short, though, if it wants to start to come down a little bit more. I'm trying to learn German. Guten Tag. That's my German is limit. Well, all right, still. I'm waiting for 950. So we're like right here. What's at 950? I know the thing does not stop. It don't care. But can you imagine getting long right here? Again, I thought getting long right there was really stupid, but yeah, thank you, Jimmy. We did know that Trump was talking, but and again, the thing is, this may look epic, but like this entire move right now, 15 up to here, it's like 40 points. Again, from here, all is like 40. Like last week, the market would sneeze and then move 50 points. I'm running 10-second on the book map, and there are very few pullbacks. Yeah. I was on the 15-second a few moments ago, and even on that, there was a pullback, but I still couldn't even get pulled or filled on a pullback because the pullbacks are just very, very minimal. I just ate 850 orders at 950. What this is running is this, but that's the thing. That's what I mean. I understand this seems like a huge epic move, but folks, we're at like a 50-point move right now. From here all the way up here is like 50 points. Again, 50 points, don't get me wrong, that's solid. But last week, we were routinely getting 50-point 1-minute candles. Okay, I think I knew that about. I think I remember that about you keeping that you like the anchored VWAP. I'm long 3 now. Where'd you get long 3 at? Holy smokes! To be fair, what do I know? I should probably be getting long 2. This thing only goes up, right? All right, whatever. Let's go. I am chasing. I'm going. That's why I'm going with 1. There we go. Why not? Only goes up 1 MNQ. I'll be all right. Famous last words. This will blast, I think. I mean, it's kind of already been blasting, hasn't it? Like, relatively speaking, has this not already been blasting? 393. I don't know. I only want 1 MNQ. The pullback would happen if I got like normal size. But now it'll probably keep skyrocketing up just to mock the fact that I only did one MNQ. Again, I chased, but I chased wisely. Wisely in what form? Well, I'm at 1 MNQ. See? That's why trade the trend. And the sad thing is, not the sad thing. The funny thing is, I could still see myself being okay. To be fair, we did have a red candle right there. Not a very big one, but you know. Where's my wife going? Oh, she's got a. Oh man, this sounds so sketchy. It's not what it sounds like. Some of you may already know this because some of you hang around and you're getting to know my family's daily schedule. But my wife is off to see the milkman. I know it's not what it sounds like. But we get raw milk and it's super sketchy. The guy pulls up in a parking lot. He's got a big trailer. He opens up the trailer. People go and get the raw milk. It is delicious But yes, that is where my but he comes through our town on Mondays like and there's like a 2 hour window. So there it is, 1 p.m. Central. She's on her way. Again, but legitimately, my wife is off to see the milkman. And it's not free. Raw milk is not exactly the cheapest thing. So, and it's definitely not free, but it's good. Does he wear the milk? I don't. I would assume he looks like a farmer. I've never met the guy, but I assume he's probably just in like not. Who? It might be a good marketing stunt to be dressed like the 1950s milk guy. Dude, small town America is so fun. It's actually I never mind. Don't move to Iowa. Move anywhere but Iowa. Iowa is terrible. Anyways, next topic. Don't move here. I hate it here. You can make some money. Yeah, he charges off to see the wizard. No, don't move to Iowa. It's terrible here. It's just a cornfield. Move anywhere but Iowa. Did we finally find a top? Hey Dan, where you been? Hey, somebody! Why didn't I do more than one? There we go. It only goes up. It only goes up. I mean, at this point, I'll just follow it up with the stop. Why not? There we go. So risk is off the table. Yeah, exactly, MJ. We were talking about this earlier. Somebody, all right, and stopped that. Was like, man, we're up 400 points. And I'm like, how can we be up 400 points? It feels like we're up 40 points. Now your point. We're up 600 points. It doesn't feel like it. Oh. Oh man, Steely Dan, I've been there. Maybe you've seen some of those live streams. The mistype. Approaching large level 29,000 might be from running before it, but I doubt. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Like I said, that was a self-admitted chase. The only smart thing I did was, in fact, acknowledge that I was chasing, and then was smart about it with one MNQ. Yeah, usually it's the opposite of that legendary BM. It's what is it the saying that the stairs up and the escalator down? It's like reversed. Like we've been bleeding, and then like straight back up. All right, I will try this short though. This if it does want to come back up here. Well, never mind. Looks like it's just going to keep pulling back on that one. I'll leave the order out there if it wants to come back up, but I'll try a short right there. What would be a good sign to start sizing up? If you can follow the rules of your whatever your current strategy are at the position size. And if you size up and then all of a sudden your heart starts to beat more, maybe you start to get sweaty, bring it back down. Literally listen to your physiology. Like I can assure you, like my physiology did not change at all with that one MNQ. Why? Because it's one MNQ. Now, if I done 50 MNQ, I'd be locked in. My heart would probably pick up a little bit. Might get a little sweaty. So how do you know if the position size is too big? I don't know. Literally, how do you feel? So if at 1 MNQ, you're kind of sitting here like looking out the window, not really paying attention. Okay, you can clearly mentally handle 1 MNQ. All right, go to 2. If at 2 you're sitting here, doing who knows what. Okay, fine. Let's go to 3 MNQ. At some point, you're going to be like, you're going to start to notice, you're going to get a little fidgety, stuff like that. And that's the point. It's like, okay, back off a little bit. Because if you're getting fidgety, that means it's going to be hard to follow your rules. I don't care how good your rules are. If you can't mentally take the position size, you're not going to be able to follow your rules. So how much size do you normally do right now, Brad? I've kind of copied your style trade 1 million in the morning, then switch them. Yeah, okay, just move it up a little bit. And if you start, crapping your pants, probably idea to back off the size again. And you know what? If you can never move beyond 1 or 2 NQs, who cares? That's fine. 1 to 2 NQs can add up still very nicely. Again, it does not matter. Amar, the inside in for this 100K thing, now from a PR standpoint, train wreck. But practically, it's not going to make any difference. Because all the big money is going to buy it. So all the big money is going to have the tweet at the exact same time. All the big money is then going to have to decide for themselves, what do we think about this tweet? Then you're going to get a bunch of different thoughts. People are going to make different decisions. And we're all going to notice, because we'll still be watching the chart, a bunch of craziness. And we're going to be like, oh, I bet a Trump tweet is coming in 5 minutes. So sure, we might not know what the tweet says, but we have something way more important from a practical standpoint. We'll know what the market thinks about it. Who determines what the market ultimately thinks? All the big money. So that's what the chart is showing us. What is the big money, doing? Okay, here we go. Maybe a short here. So yeah, it literally nothing is going to change other than we're going to have to wait a little bit while. Our curiosity is going to have to wait a little while longer because we'll still know there's a tweet and a tweet coming based on price action and craziness on the chart. But yeah, we'll have to wait whatever it is, 10 minutes to figure out what the tweet actually says. But who cares about that? That's just a curiosity thing. Oh, thanks, Larry. Yeah. I'm going to come up here a little bit more. There we go. I'm at a whopping 5-point risk right now with slippage. Let's call it 7. 7 points. What if you literally is unfazed? I'm not sure. What do you mean? It was a joke. Oh. Yeah, third time. This might be one now where I have to do one explanation and then just get the timestamp so I can refer people back to it. Because I can see, and it's fair. It's a valid question. Oh, what's this going to do? Are we now at a disadvantage? Blah, blah, blah. No. Our curiosity is at a disadvantage, but curiosity is just that. There's no practical application to what it actually says. And I'm looking at short at the red line. Stop is at the green. The red line turns blue. I'll put my first target right here. I mean, when you trade, you are unfazed, just pure. Well, there's going to be a point where you're phased. I assure you, no matter how good your system is, how good your rules are, blah, blah, blah. I'll just take this to the logical extreme. If your livelihood is on the line, like if you put your entire net worth in one trade and it's a valid strategy, it doesn't matter. You are going to be mentally freaked out. So where that point is for everybody, I don't know. But yes, entire net worth at a single level. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Wait, no. I moved that up, didn't I? My original entry point was what? Like right here? Can somebody correct me? I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm making this up, but I'm pretty sure that original entry point would have worked out beautifully. My original was at 958. No. No. Doggone it. So stupid. I moved it up for what? To try to save an extra 2 points? Oh, that's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. 58.25. How high did that move actually go? Oh, it went up to 59. I would have been filled. Almost would have top ticked it. Goodness. See, this is the problem with being a couponer. I love coupons. I love good deals. But I'm like, let's see if I can get an extra couple point better entry point. That is the true dented babooniness right there. Doggone it. I mean, if I may say so myself, I nailed that thing. But that is why trading's hard, because then all of a sudden I decided to move my entry point like 2 points higher. Why? Why? Well, if any of you saw that trade plan and because you were independent thinkers were like, oh, I like that, I'll go with that. And then as soon as I said I moved it, you're like, Clay, because I'm an independent thinker, I disagree to move it. I'm keeping it right where it's at. Well, good job. The power of independent thinking, because you got filled. It's okay, Clay. I scalped the top for 3 points. Right, exactly. Keeping the West wild. Like, the practical information is going to show up even before the tweet itself. So in many ways, you could say that the people paying for the 100,000, they're actually probably already a little bit behind the 8 ball, anyways. Yeah, exactly, exactly. I little bit of try to save myself a little bit of monetary risk, and then the opportunity cost risk bit me big time. Okay, we're at the 21 EMA. Yeah, I'm gonna try it right there. See if we can get a bounce off this level. Finally got a pullback here. I think I'm trading the trend. I waited for the pullback. I'm buying the pullback, but if this happens to be a reversal, well, it'll be a losing trade. Come on. Eh. Uh-oh. No, that's all right. That's all right. Let it cook a little bit. Yeah, Neil, where you been? Neil hasn't been here all day. Come on. Give me a green hammer. Come on. Go green, brother. Thank you, brother. There's my green little hammer. It was so cute. It was so cute. If it had cheeks, I'd be twisting them. I'd be twisting that little cute little hammer's cheeks. Oh wait, I told you there is an ABC complete pattern around what? 837. I mean, you can tell us whatever you want, algorithmic, but like at the end of the day, if you don't tell us how to make money from your observation, then it's like it's kind of limited, right? Like bull flag, it's like, okay, well, how do you make money from the bull flag? You know what I mean? Like there's observation, which serves a role, but you do have to take the observation and make it practical. It's like, yeah, you might have told us that there is a ABCD pattern completion, but like, okay, how do you make money from an ABCD pattern completion? That's why we're fans of the three numbers around here, because it helps clarify everything. Numbers turn situations into very black and white circumstances. Words keep things kind of gray. Like calling out a bull flag is gray. Okay, yeah. Well, how do you make money from the bull flag? You know. Know what I'm saying, brother? I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I don't know. Maybe there's something I can do at the house. Drywall started today, but I don't really know the drywall crew, so I don't want to go be like the weirdo. Like, who's this guy that just showed up? Oh, you're just being a goon. Okay, fair enough. I have my goon moments too. Oh, I don't know. How many trades? It varies day to day. Just because I trade based on setups, not any sort of arbitrary move. Love mules to carry sheets. It would be a good opportunity for me to work my Spanish. It sounds like it would be a good opportunity for me to break out the Espanol. I don't know. Our goal, Raymond, is to celebrate Thanksgiving there. I have not get any sort of crazy pushback on that, so it sounds like it's within the realm of reason. Nobody has guaranteed that, but nobody's been like, "Whoa, wait a second here, brother." So, no, on Take Profit Trader, the buffer is whatever the drawdown is on the test account. So drawdown on the 50K account is 2,000, therefore 2,000 is the buffer. See. Ah! Oh my goodness. I didn't say Siri, I said C. Goodness. That's also why you need to have this with you at all times. When your phone just randomly replies to you. I did not say Siri. I said C. See? Jumpy. Yeah, you'd be jumpy too, you dent. If you said C and then your phone just goes, uh-huh. Don't judge me. I should time out Michael, acting like he wouldn't be jumpy in the same situation. Acting like he wouldn't need toilet paper in the same situation. Maybe one day I'll be as good as you. It's crazy. Are we going to 900 or 875? That's a good question, and I don't have an answer. This pattern always happens. Seem like it's deja vu. Well, I have good news for you. Now, to be fair to you, you said seems. You didn't say always happens, but hey, sounds like there might be an edge. So yeah, play the pattern in the way that it seems to always play out. And then please remember me one day when you got your private jet, brother. Maybe they sweep the fifth. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We got more they talk. Oh boy. Breathe, Clay. Breathe. Yeah, this move here is frustrating some people. Finally got the pullback, and now this pull, especially this move right here. This move right here, that is a tricky, nasty move. Nice spinning top at the 21 EMA in an uptrend, followed by a nice green candle there, looking healthy. And then this, boom. That got a lot of people, a lot of longs right there. And the long, if that got you as a long in your journal entry, just write nasty move. That's it. That's it. Everything you did there, I can understand why. You didn't do anything illogical. That's just a nasty move. What makes it nasty is it did the illogical thing. My guess, rebound to uptrend. I don't know. Oh, my wife is back from the milk situation. I'm not going to explain it again because it sounds so bad. But it's, but it ain't. I'm going to text the guy real quick. Are you working over there today? Question mark. Or do I have to sit at home and twiddle my thumbs today? Question mark. I don't know. I admittedly, I bury my head in the sand because I don't want to know the price. It's one of those things where it's like ignorance is bliss. Just get the raw milk. I don't want to know that, but it's not. I don't think it's even close. Like it is way more. Okay, well, way more is. kind of subjective. A noticeable difference. I'll put it that way. A noticeable difference. Again, I don't know exactly what it is because I don't want to know. It's kind of like organic food. Like you know it's good for you, but you're like, holy crap, that is so much more expensive than the other stuff. So I just don't want to know. Just don't tell me. Okay, we are approaching 21 EMA in the 5 minute. Okay, just to show you that real quick, what it looks like. There we go. 21 EMA. What is that at? That's at about 885. We'll watch it here on. Okay. Oh, and we got the 50 SMA. No, doggone it. So close. I don't like it now. Now think about it. If I'm able to buy there, what does that imply? That implies this green candle here that we're looking at has failed. I'm not looking to buy immediately within the context of a failed green candle. So yeah, that trade plan is off the table now. Doesn't mean that I can't come down here and bounce back up, but yeah, I'm not looking to buy after a nice green candle has just failed. Tell them you're the new inspector. Yeah, they would know that's garbage though, because there's little inspections that need to take place. The only inspections when building a house where I'm at in Iowa are septic system and electric. Other than that, no inspections. So it's pure freedom, but it also is like, okay, let's make sure we're getting good quality people here. Let's make sure we're getting people with references. Shut up and just take my money. Yeah. Again, do I really want to buy here? Remember when that was a nice green candle? And now look at the candle we're looking at. No thanks. Now, I'm also not willing to short here, though, because we are still technically right at these moving averages. But my confidence levels that they're able to hold have changed. I'm going to try it. All right. That's a spinning top. Neither here nor there. I want a double top with divergence. All right. I love it. I love it. I love people mapping out what they actually want to see. Because that tells me there's no, I don't know if it necessarily means there's a good strategy. Doesn't mean there's a bad strategy either. I'm just glad that people actually are like, hey, I want to see this. Because it's the people that are like, so what do you want to see? I don't know. Can you just tell me what to do? Those are the red flag people. It's like, okay, that's not how this works, brother. That's not how this works, Doc Soul. All right, well, just as an FYI to people, if you want to help support the stream, this is completely viewer supported. Maybe one day we'll get sponsorships, but today is not that day. So if you want to help support the stream, ensure that it continues, ensures that it stays ad-free, then you can just save yourself some money. So it's a good win-win. Code CLAY, which is all caps, case sensitive, so all caps CLAY. With any of these prop firms, whatever these prop firms, promotions or deals they're running, Code CLAY will give you that deal. So you're quite literally saving money while at the same time helping to support a live stream that you enjoy and helping to keep it ad-free. Everybody that has used Code CLAY, I thank you. You are quite literally the reason why this remains ad-free and why I continue to show up on a daily basis, because I can justify it. It's not like it's a total waste of my time or anything like that. And as a dad of 6 kids, I kind of got to be wise with my time. It probably make I think kind of a bad father if I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just go waste 4 hours out of my day. But thankfully, you guys are using Code CLAY, so there is no moral dilemmas that I'm facing as a father. So thank everybody that has used it. But I'm going to go ahead and call it good. So on your way out, if you could hit that like button, that would be very much appreciated. If you are not yet a subscriber, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. I'm here every day at the latest at 11 a.m. Eastern, but usually I show up a little early. So if you want to know exactly when I go live, then Code CLAY, like I said, I'm sorry, hitting the notification bell. Sorry, I zoned out for a second. Hitting that notification bell will alert you exactly when I go live. But yeah, Code CLAY, all caps. help support the stream, help feed some hungry children, and it is appreciated. So slow day today. Hopefully things start to pick up. The week is young. Still profitable opportunities out there, but as I look back on the 5-minute here, yeah, I don't know. We'll see if we can get some more spice coming. So take care, everybody. Have a good one. I'll see everybody back tomorrow. Hit that like button. Take care.